What's up, YouTube? I just want to post this video and let y'all know how I was treated during this traffic stop. So, before this video gets started, I want to express and let you know some feedback on how it went down. Long story short, this is America, the land of the free, which is really not the land of the free. So, I get pulled over for some BS, situation. You can see, you're going to hear in the video, dude's going to say, hey, I pulled you over for your window tint. Then he said, oh, well, I pulled you over for reckless driving. Like, which one is it? You feel me? First you said window tint. Now that I already got a fix the ticket for my window tint, now you're saying I was reckless driving? Like, bro, come on, man. I got a gun, a registered firearm on me. Why would I be reckless driving? That's just going backwards for me. You feel me? Especially being a business owner, it don't make sense. But with that being said, this is how I was treated. I was mistreated, and everybody's gonna have their opinion on the video. But what's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. You feel wrong for the whole situation, how it went down. And on that note, I did win my court case off this video because I took it to court. I hired a lawyer, and this happened in 2018 of November, and I just won my case of this month, 2019 of August. That's the reason why I'm uploading this video. But I was in the right. That's the reason why I took it to court, and that's the reason why I won my case, because I was right and it was wrong. So y'all like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, drop a comment on what you feel about this situation and how it went down, because at the end of the day, I wasn't on probation, I wasn't on parole, I wasn't on, none of that. You feel me? Never had a criminal history, still don't. This is why I won the court case, because I had evidence. They had a lack of evidence. So
he's gonna make a mistake from the very beginning.
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
hey, how you doing?
Good.
Okay, hellos for suckers. There's no point in you saying hello to the cops. There's absolutely no point. You being polite and cordial isn't gonna make it better for you. They're gonna put a gun to his head. It's not as though he would have said something that would have had the outcome of this be different.
Hey, I'm stopping you because you got no front plate and your window tint's too dark.
I actually got to fix a ticket for this one.
Did you?
It was 2 weeks ago. I got stopped on Arden right there by Hostess.
Can you roll down that window
Factory.
from the corner, please? Thank you. So you got a ticket for the tint already?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I did. Hey, how you doing?
So here's a pop quiz for you. Can they give you another ticket if you have gotten a ticket for having tinted windows? Can they give you another ticket for having tinted windows? What's the answer? I just want to see how many people in the audience know. Got King Braveheart back in the room. What's going on, King Braveheart? Got Jody. What's going on, Jody? Levi Audits. So my 6,000 van right there said, yes, you can get another ticket, even though they've already given you a ticket for having tinted windows. So this video,
I actually got a fix.
okay, so let's start from the beginning here, and let's just point out every single mistake that this good man makes.
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing? I see nothing wrong with saying officer, acknowledging the officer. But to me, hello's for suckers. He's not your friend. He doesn't want to be your friend. What's the cop's goal? The cop's goal is to pull you over, arrest you, impound your car, and steal your money. Use your body as a bounty. Use your car as a bounty. Give you a bunch of horrific charges, fines, and fees. Impound your car. Put you in torture cuffs. Take you to the dungeon. Their goal is to meet the other cops back at the office. See you back at the office, Steve. Yeah, see you back at the office, Tina. DEI hire. This female cop is a DEI hire. So he starts off making a mistake by saying, hey, how you doing? She's doing great. She can't wait to arrest you or to put a gun to your head.
Good. Hey, I'm stopping you because you got no front plate and your window tint's too dark.
Okay. What's the response to that? There's King Braveheart. What's up, Playboy? What is the response to that? Hey, I'm stopping you because your window tint is too dark. Whose window tint is too dark? Yours is. How come your window tint's too dark? Because they created statutes and codes so that they could pull you over for nothing. So they could try to say, can I look in the glove box? Can I look in the trunk of your car? Am I wrong? Put a 1 in the chat if that's absolutely true. Put a 1 in the chat if I'm absolutely sitting here telling you the truth. That the goal of the cops is to arrest you. Is that not true? I'm just wondering. So now he says your window tint's too dark and your front license plate.
I actually got a fix a ticket for this one.
Did you?
It was 2 weeks ago. I got stopped on Arden right there by Hostess.
Can you roll down that
Bakery
window from
Factory.
the corner, please? Thank you.
No. Plead the fifth. I don't know where plead the fifth is, but plead the fifth. Plead the fifth immediately. You give the dirty jackboot thug pig at your window your license, registration, and proof of insurance, and then you say, I plead the Fifth Amendment. I watched this channel on YouTube called Delete Laws. I got the trifold from him. I'm going to plead the Fifth Amendment, officer, respectfully. Meaning that you can't ask me any of these questions. You understand? This is not rocket science. It's going to go downhill from here.
So you got a ticket for the tint already?
And when the cop says, can you roll down my window? Can you roll down your window for my partner? You remind him, officer, I told you I pled the Fifth Amendment. I said it out loud. Fifth Amendment, I invoke the right to remain silent. I don't answer questions. You heard me say it. I'm sorry. It's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I did. Hey, how you doing?
Roll all the way down.
Do I got to?
Because I just told you to.
No, I'm saying I got it right. I count that up.
For my safety.
And for my safety also. This is all being audio recorded, by the way, too.
Okay, that's fine.
So look at the pigtail. Do you see her run around behind the car? So listen to how it goes bad. If he had pled the Fifth Amendment from the very beginning and said, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, life under the microscope. I know that you follow these rigid set of policies, procedures, and protocols. If he had said, I plead the Fifth Amendment, when the dirty JBTP at his driver's side said, can you roll down your window for my partner? You would have said, I plead the Fifth Amendment. But he didn't do that. Welcome, everybody, to another rendition of Delete Laws. Thank you for coming. Would you do me a favor? Could you hit the like button? Could you hit the like button if you would, pretty please? Steve Ladner said, the cops pull over people where I live to give away free turkeys during the holidays. And some people think they're doing it to help people. No, they're pulling you over to give you a turkey to see if they can say, smells like alcohol in here. You've been drinking tonight? I wish this wasn't true. He didn't plead the Fifth from the get-go. I'm going to break this video down section by section by section because this is a good man right here. He's a good human being. He didn't deserve what happened to him, and he did win his case later. Talking is for suckers. Plead the Fifth. 100% King Braveheart, sir.
Ticket for the tint already?
Yeah.
Okay, now listen carefully to this part right here.
And I did. Hey, how you doing?
Roll all the way down.
She said a little more, roll a little more down. Listen.
The tint already?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I did. Hey, how you doing?
Roll all the way down.
A little more, roll it all the way down.
Got to?
Because I just told you to.
No,
Because I just told you to. Because I just told you to. We got a pigtail on the scene. And listen, since we're finally addressing DEI hires in America, when do we address the idea of having female cops? When do we really go, you know, who escalated this entire situation? The female cop. Who escalates situations a lot of the time? Female cops. Is she equipped to take him on? Levi Audis has got it right here. Pigtails tripping. Is she equipped to take him on? If he got out of the car and grabbed a hold of her by her collar, could she take him on? Is there any way she could take him on? Claudette said it. The answer is no. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. That's all I'm doing. If we're going to really address DEI hires and our entire platform shifted back to the right because we shifted so far to the left for the last 2 decades, aren't we going to address that we should not have female cops? BZ Watchdog is in the house, everybody. Good to see you. Ripple Effect Media is in the house. Man, this is a great room. Starting to get better and better. Appreciate you guys coming. God bless you.
I'm saying I got it right. I count that up.
For my safety.
And for my safety also. It's
Now watch behind. Hold on, I'm going to zoom in here for you. I'm going to zoom in. Watch right here. Watch how quick Pigtail escalates.
all being audio recorded, by the way, too.
There she goes.
Yeah, that's fine. Right
Yeah.
here, too.
There she goes. There she blows, folks. She's going to blow over.
Okay.
Okay, so you got to fix the ticket for the window tint.
Oh, did you see the slow walk up? Did you see her walk up real slow? Did you see that? Did you see her walk up? Did you see that shit? Did you see that? Did you see it? Can we watch it again? Can we watch it again? I'm so sorry. I'm still like this from Frank's sloop earlier today. Did you see this shit? Watch her walk up. Let's have some fun, okay? Because it's late. I was like, let's do a live. Let's do a live real quick. Watch her do her walk up. We're going to turn it down a little bit. Someone could put some Western music to this.
Oh, yeah, fine.
Here she comes.
Okay.
Okay, so you got to
There she
fix the ticket for the window tint.
I gotta.
Oh, she walks right up. Look at her. Did you see that? She walked right up like she was some sort of badass. I could literally wring her neck with one arm. I could flip her around like she was just a little tiny 10-pound dog. Go get your car, little doggy, and write your ticket. She walks up like she's some sort of badass. Oh, that was an embarrassment for the force. Anybody who represents the police force, this woman is a piece of shit.
Also.
And the front plate.
And which is not due until I don't know. I got to take it down.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
He's still talking. He's still talking.
Okay.
Okay, so you got to fix the ticket for the window tint.
I got to fix the ticket for that too. Also.
Look at her put her whole body in the window like it's for her safety. You don't seem like you're scared.
And the front plate.
And which is not due until I don't know. I got to take that down.
Okay, all right. You
Yeah.
have your driver's license, sir?
Yeah, it's in my backpack in the back.
Okay, here, I'll just take your name for a second.
Dude. How many people you guys have seen this video before? How many of y'all have seen this video before? How many of y'all have seen this? I mean, how about let me do it the other way around. Put a 2 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you've seen it before. Put a 2 in the chat if you've never seen this video before, and tell the truth. Tell the truth. Aw, love wins. Put a 2 in the chat if you have not seen the video. JCD Strange has not seen it. My friend, you're in for a treat. You're about to see the total police state, prison state, death state that we have allowed to be procured around us. Small Miracle Garages is in the room. XXGeo is here. BZ Watchdog, I said his name earlier. Artle, what's going on, Artle? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Wow, Misfit has never seen it. Gabriel Hill has never seen it. News has never seen it. Wow. Isaac Freeman. Jody's never seen it. Holy smokes, Jody. Julie has never seen it. Wow. I did not know it. Moving Minds has never seen it. Oh my God. There's a lot of people who've never seen it. What's up, Ardell? Well, you're in for a treat.
What's your name, sir?
Rudy, R-U-D-Y.
What is it?
R-U-D-Y.
R-U-D-Y.
So he cut out his last name there.
And what's your birthday?
6/14/95.
Just to make sure I got the last name spelled right. All right, you have a valid driver's license.
Yeah.
I mean, look how triggered she is. You can tell by her body language, the way she's standing there with her chest up. Honey, you couldn't last 15 seconds with a man. He'd beat the living shit out of you. Beat the ever-living shit out of you.
Everything, insurance good, registered,
Okay.
all that. So,
Probation, parole, anything like
Nah,
that? Nothing?
yeah.
Okay. You do the registered owner?
You don't have to answer those motherfucking questions. You do not have to answer their questions. Well, Darren, you're welcome to get your own channel, and then you decide if you want moderators or not. It's up to you, Darren. Get your own channel going, bro. Get your own following going. It's taken me years to build this following of people. So, and by the way, the moderators in here are some of the best people. Some of the best people. I sound like Trump. These are some of the best people on both sides. What do I teach you guys? I teach you. Have your license, registration, and proof of insurance either on a laminated card, or you have that bad chicken inside of your trifold that you got on deletelaws.com. Everything goes right inside of your trifold, just like this. When you get a trifold that I shipped to you, I put this fancy broccoli wad rubber band right in your package. Do I want you to buy my product? Absolutely. I'm a freaking YouTuber. It's what I do for a living. I sell stuff online. But the stuff that I sell is stuff that you need, because you follow the rigid set of policies, procedures, and protocols that I teach you, and none of this shit happens to you. None of it. None of this would have happened to him. None of it. Troll alert, troll alert. We got a troll in the chat. Yeah, you let me know, bro. Let me know when you get your own self going.
Another car?
Yeah.
Okay. And what's your birthday?
6/14/95.
Just to make sure I got the last name spelled right. All right, you have a valid driver's license.
Yeah. Everything, insurance good, registered,
Okay.
all that. So,
Probation, parole, anything like
Nah,
that? Nothing?
yeah.
Okay. You do the registered owner of the car?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sit tight for me, okay? I'll be right back.
All right. So you said for your safety?
So he continued a conversation. You know what, to be honest with you, I have not broken this down frame by frame like we do on this channel. I haven't done that yet. You're welcome, Julie, for the trifold. I'm more than happy. If you can't afford to buy my trifold, I'll give it to you for free. So, and let me just say it again. If you can't afford this trifold, like Julie, I'll give it to you for free. Julie's going to be back on her feet one day, and she's going to hit me up and say, "Hey, Chili, remember that time you gave me the trifold for free?" It always comes back around. But I don't do it so that you come back around and you're nice to me later. I do it so that you don't end up on a video like this. The moment the cop pulls you over, Mattology, you don't have to give me a dime, and I'll give you my products that took me 20 years to become a constitutional law scholar. I'll give you my products for free. Have you ever heard that before, Maddie? Have you ever heard that? I'm just wondering, have you ever heard it before? Just wondering. Have you ever heard YouTubers say that before to you, Maddie? Just wondering. I teach you to give the cop your license, registration, proof of insurance from the jump, and then immediately invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, and don't say another word. Julie already has her trifold. Now, Julie, what I need you to do next, go make a photocopy of your driver's license. As you saw from the video earlier today, I'm not Brad Pitt. This is a Hollywood driver's license. Go make a photocopy of the front and the back of your driver's license. It says for entertainment purposes only because it's Brad Pitt. Then make sure that you have your current copy of insurance. This is what we're seeing fail the most. And oh, by the way, Matt, YouTubers who sell their things, if you buy one thing from my store, I'll give you everything in my store for free. Absolutely everything I sell in my store. And I'll do it right now during the live stream, Maddie. Go to my store and go check the prices of all my stuff. You spend $5, $10 in my store, I'll give you everything in the store for free. You ever heard that before? You ever heard that before? I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
For my safety.
You get the registered owner of the car?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sit tight for me, okay? I'll be right back.
All right. So you said for your safety?
Yeah, for my safety.
Yeah.
And I want you to keep your hands in your lap for my safety, okay?
Yeah, no problem.
I'm sorry?
I said no problem. Feels like I'm back in Nazi Germany or something.
You are.
The way you people get treated like this,
Oh yeah.
you know?
So he triggers her because he points out that she's a brown shirt Nazi pig. Put it in the comment section, JBTP, Jack Boot Thug Pig. Jack Boot Thug Pig. Put it in the comment section. Well, Loves, shoot me an email and I'll send you over a trifold, brother.
Do you know her history?
I do.
Okay. So you understand what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
You don't understand Nazi
I don't see
Germany?
the correlation.
Okay.
Yo,
We were told by a citizen regarding your car. Why would a citizen have hailed us?
hailed? Like hail, Hitler? Is that what she's talking about? So if the cops get hailed, if the cops get hailed, hey, we want you to look into that car over there. Because of the 1968 case called Terry versus Ohio, the police are allowed to investigate reasonable articulable suspicion, not part of our Bill of Rights or our Constitution. But they can investigate without interacting with you. They can watch you and see if you're doing anything wrong, if there's probable cause to interact with you. Probable cause is when you have broken the law. They could do that. They could do that. But these cops chose not to do that. Thanks, Daniel, for the super chat, brother.
Saying
No, I don't.
you don't understand Nazi
I don't see
Germany?
the correlation.
Okay.
We were hailed by a citizen regarding your car. Why would a citizen have hailed us?
Hailed?
For my car.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever y'all got going on, you feel me? I don't know nothing about
We
that.
were doing something completely else, and
Oh.
somebody took time out of their day, took them over and flagged us down regarding you. Why would you have done that?
Regarding me,
Regarding you and your vehicle.
no, that's false.
Any weapons in the vehicle?
Yeah,
What kind of weapons?
it's a registered firearm in my name.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to answer that question unless it is a state statute. In Florida, there's a state statute, or I think it's in Florida, I'm pretty sure. There's a statute that says if you're pulled over and you have a CCW, by law, you have to tell the copper that you're a CCW holder and that you have a gun in the car. That is the minority of states. Most states don't have laws like that. Florida is a complete and total police state. If he had invoked his Fifth Amendment right from the very, very beginning, none of this would be happening right now. Absolutely none of it. He tells her that he has a firearm in the car and he doesn't plead the Fifth.
Smith and Weston. This is also, got the business under my name too. So
Just go ahead and keep your hands on the steering wheel.
yeah.
She escalates the whole thing because she's a pigtail.
Do you know this person right here?
No.
So he's keeping his hands on the steering wheel just like she asked him to do. Looks like there's more cops coming around. Now, the more cops that come around, the more...
So there's a Smith & Wesson in the vehicle registered to him?
Okay, yeah, I just saw a girl's head.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
I didn't get that far.
Okay.
He came back. He says he's not. Where's it at?
It's in the trunk.
It's in the trunk?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's in the trunk. You can't even get to it.
You good with him for a second?
Can I talk to you for 1 second? Just keep your hands on the wheel, okay?
I'm triggered. Can I talk to you for a second? I'm triggered. I'm a pigtail. I'm a DEI hire. I'm certainly not capable to take on a man. So the only way I can bully a man is if I wear this brown shirt, Nazi shirt, and then I use men and guns to take on a full-grown man. She's not qualified. She can't take on a man. And so she does what she does here. But power inherent to the people. Maybe you weren't here yesterday. Oh, now she's talking about being a Nazi Germany, Hitler subscriber to Hitler. So power inherent to the people. I said yesterday, shoot me an email and I'll send you a StreamYard link. You're more than welcome to come on, dude. More than welcome to come on. I'm more than welcome to entertain you, dude. You want to come on and have a conversation with me? Come on. Power inherent to the people has ideas that they're not going to work. It's not going to work. If you don't have your license, registration, proof of insurance, you're going to go to jail 99% of the time. That's why we have Title 18, Section 242. Well, just so you know, when you file a federal civil rights lawsuit against these dirty jackboot plug tigs, it is not Title 18. It's Title 42. Title 18 is when the state files charges against the state, against government actors like this pig right here. And how many times does that happen? It doesn't. It happens so rare. It's like lightning strikes. So rare. The application of law and theory of law are two completely different things. You can shoot me an email, Power Inherent to People. I have thought about it. I'm going to have you on. I'm going to have you come on. You plead your case. We can have a full-on debate. No problem. Can't wait to do it, actually, to be honest with you. So now I'm not going to interrupt it. I want to zoom in here on the sound, and I want to listen to what this Nazi pig says about this man right here.
Can I talk to you for 1 second? Just keep your hands on the wheel, okay? He's just super nervous and super telling me that we're in Nazi Germany and he's recording us online and stuff like that. So
Said that we're not, that this reminds him of Nazi Germany and he's recording us.
I'm just a little concerned that he was so nervous and now he's telling me
I'm just a little concerned that he was so nervous.
online and stuff like that. So I'm just a little concerned that he was so nervous and now he's telling me that there's a fire on the wheel. No, I didn't. Okay, I don't know if you want to finish running or not, but I feel like we have enough period of time to search of the vehicle. That would make me a little more comfortable standing up here in no man's land because I don't know where the gun actually is.
What she says is, I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared. She says it over and over and over. I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared. That's what she says. If it's okay with you guys, if it's okay with you, Ripple Effect, I want to just try to listen to this one more time.
It's in the trunk?
Yeah.
Okay. You good with him for a second?
Are you good with him for a second? So she leaves a woman in charge of a man, which without the gun and a bunch of dudes, she's powerless.
Can I talk to you for 1 second?
But then she stops him and says, are you good with him for a second? But she's scared. And look at her stance. Look at her stance. I just told Power Inherent to the People that I would have a debate with him. What if that debate was in real life? And I walked up to him like this. That's not how you talk about something. It's not how you discuss a situation where you have a gun on your side and so now let's listen to a little bit more from the Nazi.
Just keep your hands on the wheel, okay?
Why can she have a gun and she doesn't have to keep her hands above her head? But if he has a gun, then he has to keep his hands on the steering wheel because she's scared.
He's just super nervous and super telling me that we're in Nazi Germany and he's recording us online.
he said that we're in Nazi Germany and he's recording us. And look at her face. I mean, look at her. I'm a little concerned that he was so nervous. You're the one that surrounded him with a bunch of pigs. You're the one that surrounded him with a bunch of pigs. Yep, but power inherit to the people. Power inherit to the people. So I'll send you the link now. You send me an email. Let me invite you, because I showed a video last night and I mentioned your name 20 times. I think your ideas are going to get people put in jail. That's what I think. Because I watched some of your videos. I think the things you espouse are going to put people in jail and get them hurt. That's why I was like, you know what? I actually do need to talk to this guy and let him know that what he's saying is going to run people into the dungeon. You know what I mean? You're going to get people put in jail. Is what's going to happen. You might be able to get away with it, but you're not everybody. He's telling me there's a firearm in the vehicle. And look at her tongue going crazy.
No, I didn't. Okay. I don't know if you want to finish running him or not, but I feel like we have enough exterior to search of the vehicle.
I feel we have a pat, an exterior or something of the vehicle.
Make me a little more comfortable standing up here in no man's land because I don't know where the gun actually is. Okay, perfect.
All right, sir. Hey.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is about to go absolutely freaking nuts. This is about to go absolutely haywire right now, and it's an absolute total embarrassment. It's the way she treats people here.
Just because you got a firearm in the car, okay, we're just gonna do this the safe way, okay? So, what I need you to do, can you undo your seatbelt for me?
Can I call the supervisor, please? I would like your
Well, no,
supervisor.
you can talk to him afterwards.
Sir, I would like your
Okay,
supervisor.
we're gonna talk to him afterwards.
I
Right now, you
need
to do what
well,
I
can you
tell
call him
to
on
do.
your radio?
Huh?
Can you call him on your radio? He's not trying to call
Hey,
his supervisor on the
listen.
radio.
We're
Okay,
trying to-
I'm a citizen too, bro.
Okay,
It's like,
hey.
and you work for public and safety. You're doing your
Hey.
job. What's your
Hey,
cause?
hey,
What's your
calm down,
cause?
calm down.
What's your cause of stopping me? Is what I want to know. You didn't even give me a cause. You said for your tent. I told you I got
That's
a ticket.
probable cause to pull you over, right?
Okay.
Just because you.
Whoa. That's
Put your hands
way. Whoa. Are you
Place your
serious?
fingers on the back of your head.
We've got code 3 cover coding.
Whoa.
Undo your seatbelt with your right hand.
Oh
We're not gonna
wow.
play this game, sir.
Hey, it's all good.
Get on up.
It's all
Lean
good.
forward towards the seat.
But this
I
one.
mean, sorry, towards the steering wheel. Come on, switch buttons, go.
Yep.
All right, do not move. Got it? Pop out.
Put a 1 in the chat if your blood is boiling right now. I literally want to lose my composure. I literally want to lose my composure right now and start screaming at the screen. Just start absolutely screaming at the screen. And Power, I sent you a StreamYard link, and I made a video last night. I'll pull the same video up that I did last night, and I'll show you. Telling people not to have a driver's license, in my opinion, is going to get people thrown in jail. Telling people that they can not follow the law is going to get them put in jail. You might be able to get away with it. Other people might be able to get away with it. Most of the time, you're going to go to jail, and your car is going to be impounded. I mean, I could show you 1,000 videos that show that the cops do exactly that. But this trashy ass pig right here just grabbed.
Game, sir.
Hey, it's all.
Because you.
Whoa. I'm a citizen too, bro.
So he asked for a supervisor, and now let's watch Pigtail in the back here.
Oh, it's like, and you work for public and safety. You're doing your
Hey.
job. What's your cause? What's your cause? What's your cause of stopping me? Is what
Calm down. Do you hear what they're saying? He said, "Can I get a supervisor? What's your cause for stopping me?" You stopped him for window tinting and a front license plate. He did not stop him for probable cause for violence, for probable cause for robbery, for probable cause for battery. He didn't stop him for any sort of crime. This is a code violation. This isn't a crime. It's not a crime. But let's watch Pigtail in the back here. He doesn't want to get out of the car because he's not armed and presently a danger. He's armed, has got a gun in the trunk. He told him the gun's in the trunk, but he's not presently a danger, and that's Pennsylvania versus Mims.
You're doing your job. What's your cause?
Calm down.
What's your cause of stopping me? Is what I want to know. You didn't even give me a cause. You said for your 10. I told you I got
That's
a ticket.
probable cause to pull you over, right?
Okay.
Just because you
Look at that.
Whoa, that's
Look at that. When did she trigger? When did she snap and decide that she was going to pull a gun on this guy and put a gun to his head? She's on the radio here. When does she lose her mind? When does that happen?
10. I told you I got
that's
a ticket.
probable cause to pull you over, right?
Okay.
She draws her gun, and she's just a junior little officer. She's only got 2 stripes.
Just because you.
Whoa. That's
Put your hands
way. Whoa. Are you
Raise your
serious?
fingers on the back of your head.
We've got code 3 cover coding.
Whoa.
Undo your seatbelt with your right hand.
Oh
We're not
wow.
gonna play this game, sir.
Hey, it's
Play this game. We're not going to play this game. I got a gun to your head, and I'm going to blow your brains out. It's crazy. This is seriously crazy.
all good.
Get on up.
It's all
Lean
good.
forward towards the seat.
Look how scared this little pig is.
But this one,
Sorry, towards the steering wheel. Come on, just watch me go.
Your dignity, your manhood has to be stripped from you.
All right, do not move. Got it? Pop out. This car. Wow. Yeah, we're trying to do this low key.
yeah, low key.
Trying to do this low key as you put a gun to his head?
All right.
Dirty
That's
pig.
Do not resist.
I'm not resisting.
Do not resist.
Why am I being detained?
Charles 18, he's handcuffed.
Sir,
I pull you over, okay? You're nervous? All right, then you tell us there's a gun.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm just so curious here. What determined that he was nervous? They just made it up. You're nervous. I got power inherent to the people backstage. Hey, power inherent to the people. You're nervous. Why is he nervous? I said he's nervous. I'm nervous. I got power inherent to the people. I'm going to bring him on. I'm going to talk to him. I'm nervous. Who decided I'm nervous? You did. I'm not nervous. He's not nervous. Power inherent to the people is not nervous. They just decided that he's nervous. And that's not true. It's a fucking lie, man. I'm going to bring a guy on in a few minutes here who I totally disagree with. Completely, utterly. But I respect the man. I got nothing against him. We just disagree. My way, the way that I teach you, get your license, your registration, your proof of insurance, get it on a laminated card, or get all your paperwork, get it put into your trifold. Cop comes up. Hey, do you know that your license, you don't have a front license plate and your windows tint is too dark? Here's my license, registration, and proof of insurance, officer. Here's everything I have to provide by law. Thank you, sir. Where are you heading? Officer, I'm going to invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Don't ask me where I'm coming from, where I'm going, where I've been. If I've been drinking, if I have a gun, I will take no tests, no searches or seizures. Use the address on my ID. I'll give no additional information. Everything I need to provide is in the slip below. Are you going to respect my Fifth Amendment right, officer? I don't want to answer any questions. That's what I believe you. That's how I believe you do it. Shakur Capital, put a 1 in the chat right now if you have a trifold. I want to see how many people here. There's 300 people here across my 6 different channels. YouTube's got a filter over my account, but it doesn't matter. Put a 1 in the chat right now if you have a trifold or you have a pair of Fifth Amendment cop cards. There it is. Why is that? This is why right here. This is why right here. This is the reason why so many people in this chat have a trifold.
I ask you to just cooperate with me and get out of the car, okay? So I can check and make sure that
And this
that
is
your gun.
this is exactly why I want a supervisor.
Okay, well,
For
he's
stuff
on
like
his
this.
way now, okay?
She pointed the gun to my head.
We are all recording.
She pointed the gun to my head.
All right. Thanks.
Wow. So, Edward, here's what I'm going to do. If you go to my website and you get one of these trifolds that I ship to you, I'm going to give you 2. I'm going to give you the cop cards, and then I'm going to email you everything I sell in my store, every single thing in my store for free. That's the guy's cell phone ringing. That's the guy's phone ringing. I'm not sure who was watching his live stream, but people are obviously calling his phone. You have to have a trifold in your car. You have to have a pair of cop cards. I'm afraid about that music because YouTube China has me so shadow banned right now. There's almost nothing I can do to get a real audience on this channel because because look, they don't want you to plead the fifth. They don't want you to know your rights. They want to arrest you, impound your car, take you to the dungeon, and steal your money. That's their goal. So if you go to my website, deletelaws.com, I'm going to give you everything on my website for free. Your trifold will ship tomorrow, priority mail. So it'll be there in 2 days, 3 days at the most, and I'll have a tracking number for you. King Braveheart, yes, I have trifold cop cards. Listen, if you can't afford it, I'll give it to you for free. I'll email it to you. You can print it out yourself. If you pay for shipping and handling, I'll send you a hard copy one. Yeah, power inherent to the people said horrible ringtone shows. I can't disagree with him. So I want to show this video that power inherent to the people sent to me before I bring them on. And then we're going to watch another video.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Flex. Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. And everybody tuning in today's video. Today's video, we're going to be talking about what was the officer's name, was she fired, and what happened to her. You know, so that's going for the video where I got pulled over for some window tint, which I already had a fix-it ticket for, and the lady officer got mad and pointed a firearm to my head, the barrel to my head. So if you guys haven't watched that video, I'll put it in the description below. But, you know, so this is the fact is what officer was, you know, was she fired and what happened to her. So the officer name was Sarah Stanball. For you guys that don't know, that everybody been asking, you know, and don't know what was her name. Her name was Sarah Stanball from Sacramento Police Department. And was she removed? You know, for what I heard, I know she was removed from her division, and I'm not sure about the department if she was removed from SAC PD. So, you know, of course, they wasn't trying to tamper.
SAC PD.
Me too much, but that's what I heard from another officers, that she was removed from her division, I guess her position of job or whatever it was. But, you know, she didn't get the breakdown if she was fired or not. So with that being said, yeah, I don't know if she was fired, but I do know that she was removed from her current position. You know, I don't know if she got promoted, demoted, or if she got fired, you know. So, but I know she did get removed from her position, but at the same time, I don't know what it was for. So, yeah, it's crazy though. But yeah, that was her name. That was her department. And that's everybody that's been asking, you know, what happened to her? You know, did she get fired? Other than that, yo, it's been crazy. It's been a long journey, and it's been a year already. It's crazy how fast time goes. You know, it's been a year, and it was a long process. It felt long because my court date just kept on getting pushed back, and just going to court back and forth with the lawyer and the DA and the judge and the jury. So it's like, it's crazy, yo, how all that stuff was happening. But, you know, it came out with a success. It came out with, you know, a win. You know, I did win. So that's just dope, yo.
Let me interrupt him, and then I'm going to bring power on. I'm going to watch his video that he has, and then let me. So what the School of Mystics is talking about is the people in the chat here who don't have my trifold. When you buy anything from me, I email you this poster. I email you my cop cards, my trifold, my ebook. My ebook's 42 pages. I email you this Mullen Commission, which is a 3-year study on policing. If you have not read it, you don't really know what police do. This poster has a lot of Supreme Court case law that you absolutely, and your kids, have to know. You have to know it. You know, Sitz versus Michigan State Police creates DUI checkpoints. Wren versus United States creates pretextual stops where cops can stop you on a pretext that they're trying to search your car for chemicals. 2013 case Florida versus Harris says if a dog barks at your car, that is probable cause. 2019 case of Mont versus United States says the cops can arrest you on your front porch. It's incredible. Pennsylvania versus Mims says you have to get out of the car for officer safety. Terry versus Ohio creates reasonable articulable suspicion and officer safety. So You absolutely have to. And then you have to have my poster. You have to have my ebooks. And then Anita said, I have the right and I've done nothing wrong. It's just so frustrating for me. So I want to bring on Power and Hair to the people, but to be fair and give him a fair shot here to present his case, because I welcome Power. Thank you for coming. I think your name's Cameron, correct?
Yes, sir. My name is Cameron.
Welcome to the program, man. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. Cameron has emailed me a few times and asked to speak aloud with me. Look, I was going through a lot of brain fog and stuff for a long time. I finally got my head back on straight. So let's check out Cameron's video. He sent this to me.
I was in relation to just a lot of court hearings from the Supreme Court stating that we do have the right to drive on the public road because that's in relation to...
You're traveling, yeah. You're not doing commerce.
I'm not employed on the road. I'm not using the public roads that our ancestors paid for, man.
I get it.
These are our roads, my brother.
I get it.
You know?
And you use Black's Law Dictionary.
Yes,
I know.
sir, because their definitions are completely different. It's like we all ignorant. I just want to drive in private and just be myself without being. I'm not traveling with any goods or anything. Like that. I'm just using the public roads.
I get it.
And the courts have told me, man, I'm in the right. So that's why I just, I try to be as polite as possible because I understand. And I'm not here to cause no problems. I ain't doing nothing wrong. I'm just minding my own business.
I get it.
How many of our ancestors?
Okay, cool. So we have Cameron here, and since he's in the room, let's give him a shot. Okay, Cameron. So I think that you've been emailing me and telling me that people don't have to have a driver's license. Is that right?
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm. So, and you've been able to travel freely in the United States for 9 years, and you don't have a driver's license, insurance, or registration. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
Okay. So now what you said a second ago was that the Supreme Court has said that we don't have to have a driver's license, but this is the 1915 case of Hendricks versus Maryland. I must have pulled this case up 20 or 30, I'm sorry, 100 times, 200 times.
Yes, sir.
And what it says here is the government shall appoint a commission of motor vehicles with the power to designate assistants.
Let me stop you.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, if I can just stop you right there, go right back to the top.
Sure.
Of right where you was at, that paragraph right there. Stop.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
What is the definition of a motor vehicle, Chili?
4 wheels, a motor, and goes on the public roads.
That's not how they define it, though, in legalese, Papa.
All right. Cool. So so just so you know, if I finish reading this, it says that every state shall have the right to form a DMV. And then on February 20th, right here, says here that the cop's going to define a motor vehicle as 4 wheels. Did you see this video last night? Did you watch it?
No,
Oh.
I'll be so busy, bro.
Water police. The reason I stopped you, he's not in his seatbelt, and your tag is obscured. The top of it, you can't see what it is, and it doesn't come back to anything.
My camera's blocking the top.
Yeah. Do you have your driver's license with you?
Right there,
Do you
she
have an
gave
actual
up her
driver's
rights.
license?
No, she's a state national.
It don't matter. As soon as she gave up her name and information, she waived her right to privacy.
Well, let's see what happens to someone who is a state national.
I'm not no state national. I'm not no state national, by the way. I hope you know that. I don't promote that at all.
Well, what I'm saying is watch what happens to her without a driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance.
Okay.
My ID. I'm an American state national.
Okay, that's not a thing.
Yeah.
Do you have a registration and valid proof of insurance?
Does she talk too much too?
I'm not engaging in the commercial use of the highways or byways, nor am I operating in a for hire capacity.
Isn't that what you say too? Is that you're not working in a capacity?
I don't do that no more.
What
I mean,
do you do?
So out of my 9 years, what I had to go through was experience. You had to go through that. Not ever getting arrested. I never got arrested on right to travel, especially moving from Dallas, Texas up to Oregon. So when I started, though, I did go to court and I did lose on my first one. And then on my second one, I lost again, but the judge ended up writing a whole opinion. I asked him to write me an opinion, and he wrote me all an opinion on where I was wrong. And so I was like, okay. So then I got deeper and I perfected it. and I've never lost ever since. Everything I get now is motion to dismiss, and the reason being is because it all boils down to knowing who you are, Chili. It really does. Like, you are a creation of the creator, bro. There's nothing above you. We created the government. We're top dogs. Um,
We agree there.
yeah, we're
But
top dogs.
the part where I don't agree with you is that it depends on who I am. You know, I'm a big studier of history. The foundation of law comes from natural law,
Yeah.
which if people don't know what law means, what the social contract means, the social contract that we live under here in America was written by a guy named Jean-Jacques Rousseau.
Okay.
And you can read this book. It's a very small pamphlet called The Social Contract. You can read it in one day. It's that easy to read. And the social contract says that we all agree to live under a set of laws so that we don't kill each other. And this comes from the 1651 book called Leviathan, written by Thomas Hobbes. Thomas Hobbes, in his book Leviathan, writes about what's called the nature of man, or the natural man. And Hobbes says that men are the most brutish, rapiest, murderous beasts there are on earth, the most selfish.
Yeah.
You don't love your kids because you love your kids. You love your kids because you want to be a better dad than your dad was to you. You don't want people to say you're a bad dad. That's why you're good to your children. That's how far Hobbes took the nature of man. That work is going to be expounded with two treatises of government written by John Locke almost 100 years later. So then after that, Jean-Jacques Rousseau is going to write the social contract in the early 1700s. The social contract is going to say that we all agree to live by a set of laws. That's how you get our government today. It's going to be the cherry on top is going to be a guy named Charles de Montesquieu, who's going to write a book, Spirit of Laws, where he's going to break down the different kinds of government, which would include an aristocratic government, a despotic government, a monarchical government, and a republican government, which is the one we live under here today. So these philosophers created the foundation of law.
Yeah, okay, but wait 1 second. You can only be a victim of what you succumb yourself to.
How many times has your car been towed?
Once.
Right. If you don't have a license and registration, your car is going to get towed 99 times out of 100, 999 times out of 100. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've seen you pull it off. I've seen Paul and Slave pull it off. I've seen a few people pull it off. I've seen.
But it's not about pulling it off either. I think the bigger point that what we're doing is kind of like, we'll look at it like this. So Nevada last year, they already enacted their decriminalization of all their traffic laws. So all of 2024, they've had no, like, people can't go to jail. People can't, get found guilty. And then if they don't pay their fines, go to jail. They don't get their cars towed just for like the small little stuff on traffic law. It's all been decriminalized in Nevada. Okay. So what we got going on is we got a crack in the concrete. Okay. That crack is going to allow us to open it all the way up, to decriminalize traffic law across the United States. And that's what we're trying to do. But in that, I think what we've lost is we've lost the comprehension and knowing that if we are creators of the creators, and we have millions of people that died for us now, millions of people that died for our freedom, that every time that we don't stand up for our God-given rights, we actually disrespect not only ourselves, but those who died for us, right? If you look at it on the deeper principle aspect of it. And how I see it is, sometimes, man, you have to stand up for what's right. And sometimes it requires a sacrifice. And if you're just going to succumb to fear and intimidation, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. The line is going to get pushed further and further and further in relation to just get a driver's license, then just do this, then just do that, then just do this. So it just gets pushed further and further until you get to the point of where you just can't be free. And that's the whole point of freedom of movement. It's like R.F. Kennedy Jr. was saying, he was talking to this very high up law enforcement official in the committee one day. And I put it on my channel. And he asked him, he said, if I'm walking down the street, can a cop just come up and, demand that I give ID? And the high up cop goes, well, no, he can ask for your consent. And then so R.F. Kennedy Jr. says, okay, well, good. No, that's what I thought. And he goes, well, now what if I'm on the roads and I'm driving and there's some kind of stop up there and they're stopping everybody and checking them for their mandatory insurance? He said, what about that? He said, what's the difference between me on the roads and me being in my car, right? There is no difference. The only time that you can really be a true valid claim can be brought forth against you is if there's what's called a verified complaint, right? A man or a living woman that is bringing forth a claim against you. That's a crime. That's what a crime is. You brought harm. Someone's bringing a claim, man. But everything else is just colorable law.
Well, I'm not sure when you stated, and I took a couple of notes here as you were talking.
Cool.
You stated that nobody goes to jail in Nevada for traffic laws now. Unfortunately, my friend, I just got out of jail in Nevada, and there was lots of guys in jail for not having a driver's license. Tons. Matter of fact, my bunkmate, the guy next to me, was 20 years old, and he was arrested for not having a driver's license, and he was right next to me, and he was in jail for a week before he got out. His car was impounded. Even worse, what happened to him, his name's Juanito, he had his 2 dogs in the car, French Bulldog and a Chihuahua purebreds.
Mhm.
When they arrested him for not having a driver's license, they took his 2 dogs to the pound and they neutered them both.
Okay, so do you know what that
They
means?
spayed them both. That means it's
Okay.
a tyrannical jackboot thug pig system.
Yes, but I'm talking about on the bigger principles, bro. That's a federal lawsuit, an easy federal lawsuit.
Your
An
dogs
easy-
have already been spayed.
Okay, I understand that, but what I'm saying is, did they pursue a lawsuit for their constitutional rights being violated? Because if they were not pulled over in relation to reasonable articulable suspicion with a probable cause, and if they did not invoke their rights right off the bat, which you do so well by telling people that you need to invoke your rights. Yes, I have a script now that I do. So I don't tell people just to talk like what you see. There's a script. Every question is directed to immediately put the liability back on them without showing anything. It's the Eddie Craig script. These are godfathers in the right to travel. These are people who have brought forth civil suits. I just had Eddie Craig on 2 weeks ago. Big boy civil suits against Governor Greg Abbott and others. And like I'm dealing with a lot of big people, bro.
No, hold on. Let me stop you, Cameron. So, but the plain to me, when we get down to brass tacks, remember, I just spent 4 months in jail. You know that. So
Yeah, but
when
you
it
had
comes
someone
down, when it
defend
comes
you
down,
too, Papa. You didn't defend yourself. Like we defend ourselves because we study law. You see what I'm saying? Like I have a guy right now that's fighting his own felony case for the right to travel. Like they literally put forgery charge against him when it's not a forgery charge. He made his own plates. Well, you know what happens now is when he gets done beating this, he's going to pursue his own civil rights lawsuit. And I know 242 is for them. I know it's 1983, which came from 1871 Ku Klux Klan Act, and that's why everybody now has eligibility to file a civil suit is because the blacks had to suffer it first, right?
yeah.
But if we get to the base of it, what I just want you to understand is qualified immunity is hanging by a thread. It literally is. Go read the judge's opinions out there. Judge
Qualified immunity is gone in 4 states. It's gone in Colorado.
It's hanging by a thread.
And what has changed in Colorado? What has changed in Connecticut? What has changed in New Mexico?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's if they
Zero.
are not okay. Well, if they're not changing, guess what? You want to know why? It's because the people don't got the knowledge to bring forth the civil suit.
No.
Because they have a whole plan in place to keep the civil rights attorneys very low, so they don't pick it up, so they don't set precedent. Like you saw that cop right there just say, "You're right." Even though we put you in handcuffs when you wasn't driving, when we pulled over somebody else, even though we brought you all the way back down to the car and forced you to give up information under threat or duress, now we're going to say, even though we saw your traveler plates and that gives notice that you're not for hire, we're going to say now, after you pull out these documents and prove that you're right, that you're actually right by saying, yeah, you have the right to travel. You're not doing commerce. Wait, let me finish. Guess what? I have that on the record. I filed a federal suit. I'm going for precedent. So even if we don't have it, Chili, I'm trying right now to do it for us. That's
so
why
how big is that movement?
Well, we've got.
I mean, how big is it? How many people? So let's poll the audience. There's 300 people here. How many people decided that they're not going to have a driver's license? Put a 1 in the chat if you decide. Put a 2 in the chat if you have a driver. I mean, I'm just saying there's no movement here.
You can have a driver's license and still invoke the right to travel. Do you know that?
I've got some, I want to give you a chance to speak and hear you out. You've been emailing, you want to talk. I want to give you that chance, but I just want to show you what happens to people. I want you to take a look at this.
I know they don't know the right.
Foreign law under Amendment 11 of both the Constitution and the Constitution of the United States, and I claim all my exemptions.
Okay. So do you have any other documentation from the United States government saying that you're exempt from these, or that you're
I don't have my paperwork in the car with me, but I do have it.
Okay.
And that's my form of ID, and those are my private plates on the car.
Okay. This is a passport. Okay. So I'm aware of your group that you're with. This doesn't grant you any rights to drive. I will. Do you have a driver's license in any state in the United States?
No.
No. Okay. Do you have any other documentation? Nothing from the United States government saying you have diplomatic immunity?
My paperwork is in my house.
Okay. Are you aware that in the United States, when you're a diplomat,
That ain't got nothing to do with what we teach, though. We don't teach. See, she coming with them ideas that give them red flags. She's already given up her contract, her name. She got the window all the way down, bro. She's sitting here like giving them eligibility. There's a way to go about it. I get what you're saying.
No, but I just wanted people to see what happens if you don't have a license, registration, and
So,
proof of
are you
insurance.
claiming to be a diplomat? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm a foreign state national.
Right. So,
That's what I am.
so you're a foreign state national,
Yes, and
but
if you run my
you're claiming
passport,
diplomatic
you'll
immunity,
see-
correct?
If you run my passport, you'll be able to see my documents there.
That's
It reflects.
so. Do you have
my
a
status.
driver's license in any state in the United States?
That is my form of ID, sir.
Do you have a driver's license? That's not my question. Do you have a driver's license?
No,
You do not.
no,
Okay.
No, that is my form of ID.
Do you have a registration or a valid proof of insurance for the vehicle? It's a yes or no question.
No.
Any particular reason he wasn't seatbelted?
No,
He was hanging out the window. Yeah, but when we were behind him, he didn't have his seatbelt
All
on.
the way through school. And
Okay, where did you obtain that tag?
From foreign state national guy in Alabama who makes.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you're aware that in the United States and in the state of Florida, you're required to have specific tags that actually go to the vehicle and is registered. Are you aware of that?
My private automobile.
Okay.
Those are my
You've been filled with some
private
false
plates.
information. So in the state of Florida, you're
No, I'm
required to
not
have a
sure
driver's
that-
license.
I'm not sure many people are aware.
We are.
of the
I have
actual-
I have read a lot about the foreign state
Well, I don't
nationals.
know. I feel like they give people a bad rap because I've been in situations before.
Okay,
and
Chili,
I tried to
stop.
explain to
Go
them.
ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir. With that, go ahead.
All right, you
You,
what's-
haven't got to the part
No,
where he
he's
drags her
going-
out of the
he-
car, puts her in
okay,
torture
that's fine.
cuffs,
You
drags
wanna
her
know
to the
why?
dungeon.
You want to know why? Because he argued with her to get her to. Man, there's a thing about invoking your rights. When you invoke your rights and you stand on your rights and you ask the right questions and you don't argue with people like this, you get a lot further. Okay.
Cameron, that guy would have taken you to jail. That cop right there.
He wouldn't have
couldn't
been able.
wait.
Hey, if he would have, guess what, bro? I'm gonna spend my
Yeah.
night in jail, and I got a federal lawsuit coming, bro.
It's not just a night in jail, Cameron. It's your car's impounded. You
Uh-huh.
can't get to work. Your
Yeah.
children are displaced, and they go
Yeah.
through trauma.
Yeah.
I don't want to pay a driver's license fee. I don't want to pay for registration.
No,
I don't want
man.
to be forced in those things. I think insurance is a
I
smart
don't-
thing to have. But what
Yeah.
I'm telling you is your idea of telling people not to have a driver's license,
Yeah.
I think is completely wrong. And
Well,
I think
here.
that you're going to walk people into cuffs. And
Here.
I just spent 4 months in jail. It's hell.
Yeah.
And I don't want people to go to jail. And I
Yeah, I
think
don't want people to
it's
go to jail
reckless,
either.
and I think it's something you should reconsider because
Yeah.
people are going to jail. Listen to what he says, and he's even going to tell her, gets on the phone with one of her guys, and he says something, and the guy says it's got 4 wheels and a motor, and it goes on public roads. It's a motor
Yeah.
vehicle,
Well, that's
and
not
then
right.
he takes her to the dungeon.
Well, that's not right. That won't stand in court. That's
Yeah, it will stand.
Chili.
Did I lose you? I don't
I've
know.
never lost, Chili. No, you haven't lost me. I've never lost, bro, in court. I've never been taken to jail for my right to travel. And you want to know why? It's because I stand on truth. I don't sit here and utilize this passport theme and I got it from this person and I'm using these private plates that I got from this person with their national emblem all on it. And I'm part of this I'm sovereign US national. I don't play none of that, bro.
In
I
the
don't have
private
no
chat, send me the
contract.
video. Show me the video.
Of
I'm in the
what?
private. I got you in, we have a private chat on StreamYard here.
Yeah.
Send me the video of you not being arrested and taken to jail and your car not being impounded for not having a driver's license or registration.
Well, I've got several of them. I do have one.
Send me
where
one.
I'm-
Let's watch it right now.
Okay.
Yeah, let's watch it.
Um,
Because I've seen Paul and Slave get away with it. I've
Yeah.
seen Tulane X, I think his name is. Tuare X, what's his name? He's a
don't
black. He's a black guy where he says, "I
Yeah,
live in the
but
United."
he didn't really get away with it. He tells people that he's on the do not detain list, and he's not. There is no such thing.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you don't have a driver's license, you're going to get arrested and go to jail. 99 times out of 100.
Chili, that's not.
I was just
true.
in jail with a guy who was 20 years old and was in jail next to
Okay,
me. He was
what-
my bunkmate.
Chili. It
Am I
comes
right?
down.
I mean, am I
to-
lying?
No,
am I-
it
am I-
comes down to. You're right. You're right. I'm not saying it's not happening.
I don't want to
bro.
be right, brother. I love you. I respect you.
Yeah.
I know you're a
I'm not
freedom
saying you're
fighter.
not right. I'm
You're a
not saying
hero,
you're not
dude.
right.
What I'm saying is you're gonna get people thrown in jail.
No. And
Yes, you
if
are.
I do, Chili, and people know what they know coming out of me, guess what's going to happen? They're going to file their own civil lawsuit, bro, without no attorney needed. We have
Really?
the power. Yes, we have the power of AI now. Listen. So I have a thing that I made. It's called Operation Wise Dome. And 20 people came together to pay $10 a month to get ChatGPT Pro model. It's $200 a month. So I
I
ain't
love
paying
it.
that no
I
more.
love it. I love it. Can I
And
get in the group?
yeah, it's free. It's free for everybody. So 20 people just pay for everybody to be free, right? It's so cool. Anyway, what we do, Jilly, is on that back end, I've learned how to use AI for 2 years. I've used it heavily. And I probably could have gone off and become, maybe a millionaire if I wanted to, dude, by creating an app. I've had the idea and I've been utilizing this and giving it away for free to people. So, but I didn't. I thought I'd utilize my time and not make money and empower people. So instead of
Do
making
you
money,
think you're empowering people? Do you
yes. You
think
want to
that's
know
what you're
why?
doing?
Yes. If you get down deep into it, what we're doing is we're learning all of our constitutional rights, how to invoke all those constitutional rights, how to make
Okay.
sure that our servants are doing what they're supposed to in relation to knowing our constitutional rights. Then, if we go into court, not also are we knowing the violations and rights, but we're knowing what we're to file, what principles, doctrines, rules, and procedures we are to invoke. Because guess what? The court's going to skip right over those until you invoke them. And most lawyers cannot do it because they are part of an association.
Hold on a second, Isabel. Listen, he's not a clown. Cameron is a freedom fighter. He is an absolutely wonderful person. We disagree here, but he's a wonderful person. He's not a clown. This is a good man.
No, we
And
don't disagree because we both want
I
freedom.
just want
We both
Isabel to
things
know
with
that,
us.
because
Yeah,
Isabel to the channel, and I love Isabel, but I don't want to insult you. That's why I'm biting my tongue all the time so that I don't interrupt you and I give you a fair opportunity to present your case. I'm on the other side of the line on this with you. I don't want to tell people not to get a driver's license and to join a chat GPT group and they can fight their case in AI after their car gets impounded and they get put in torture cuffs and drugged down to a dungeon.
it's not just AI. It's utilizing law, case law. We can be in Google Scholar. Just
Can
2 weeks
I tell you
ago.
where the nightmares come from? Let me tell you where the nightmares come from.
What?
You're gonna turn around, you're gonna face the wall, you're gonna take off all your clothes. You're gonna drop them on the ground. And if you turn or twist in any direction, I'm going to consider that an act of violence and I'm going to hurt you.
They're pretty
Now,
wild,
what you'll
bro.
do is you'll put your hands on both sides of your ass cheeks. You will
And
bend
spread 'em
over at the hips and
and
not the
cough
knees.
and cough.
You will spread your ass cheeks and you will cough
You
twice,
cough.
2 heavy coughs. And if you don't do exactly as I tell you to do right here, right now, we're going to hurt you and hurt you badly.
Telling you, it's crazy. I get it, man.
So
You gotta bring forth the spirit, man.
don't tell me, bro. Don't tell
Don't
me.
tell you.
It's
Don't tell you.
it is very real. If you tell people not
Mhm.
to get a driver's license, that's what they're going to go through.
Hey, I'll tell you something like this, bro. I've been to prison, not just jail. So when
Yeah.
it comes
How
down
long
to
were you in
it,
prison for?
I was in prison for 2 years, bro. So
Dude,
when
I
it
didn't
comes
know that.
down
I'm
to
so
it,
sorry that happened to you.
yeah, it's all good. I made bad choices in my younger life, and I paid my debt to society, and I came out a better person. So it's actually a blessing because I don't think I'd be where I'm at now without everything that happened to me in life. And I'm so proud of everything that I went through because I wouldn't be where I'm at, man. So when it comes down to it, yeah, I had to spread my ass cheeks a couple times. Part of the game, man. Part of it, bro. Part of it, dude. Better
I just
bend over and cough, man. Hey,
I
man.
just don't think that telling people to not get a driver's license.
I don't tell people that. What I tell people is that you don't have to have a driver's license. You can have a driver's license and still invoke your right to travel. You don't ever have to give up a driver's license. You don't ever have to give up insurance. And I'll show you just a couple things right here, real quick.
But
So,
can we pause for a second, Cameron? Okay.
yeah, that's cool.
Listen.
Yeah, that's cool.
No. I just want to focus on what I just said to you.
Yeah.
And I understand that you're A horse of a different color, my friend. I understand. I spent, as soon as my brain fog didn't bust until a couple weeks ago, and then I spent a couple hours watching your videos. Okay.
What? Watch
Yeah.
out, bro. For real?
So let me explain something to you. Being demoralized, having to spread your ass, show
That's
your
not.
guts to 4 people behind you. You may have recovered for that. It's the only thing that still haunts me. And it's so horrible.
I
And
get
some
that.
of the people in this chat here, if they listen to you and they say, I'm not going to get a driver's license, they're going to face that. They're going to
Yeah.
face my nightmares.
Well, they
And
better.
I think
better
that's hold on. Don't just go, oh yeah, okay.
Well, I was gonna agree.
It's
I was agree
horrible.
with that. Yeah, no, and I agree with that. But
It's
at the
horrific.
same time, it's also horrific to disrespect the millions of people that actually died for us to have our freedoms in the first place. And when it's so clearly stated in relation to the Supreme Court law, you know what I'm saying, that in the Supreme Court law that we've had the right to travel for so long now, I can't see it any other way. If I'm going to sit
But
here
then
and
explain
allow,
to me the 1915 case of Hendricks versus Maryland, where the Supreme Court says that the driver's license, the DMV, can be established. You have to have a registration, you have to have a license, and you have
Papa,
to register your car.
Papa, but
Tell,
see,
but tell
okay,
me
let
when
me
it
ask
changed,
you
so
this.
I can educate me here. We don't have to
It never has
battle.
changed.
Okay,
Okay,
so
let's
then
not
that's the
battle.
law.
Okay, so then let's get it right then. The law applies to drivers. A driver is one who is employed on the roads doing commerce, either transporting his property or his goods. The second aspect is a motor vehicle. A motor vehicle must meet a certain weight limit, if you didn't know that. And the motor vehicle aspect is all in relation to transportation, in relation to them actual goods or property. Now, when we look at the aspect of doing commerce on the roads, knowing that the roads are actually open as a matter of right for public vehicular travel, and I can actually go into not only my ordinance codes within my city, you know, the municipal codes, and then I can go into the county. And I can look at the county and look at the definition of county road. And what it actually states is that it's every street, way, lane, alley, byway, highway. Okay. And what it states is that it's open as a, and I'm quoting, I'm looking right at it right now, open as a matter of right for public vehicular travel. Now,
If you're
definitions mean
willing
everything.
to have your car towed
For
and
freedom?
your kids stripped away, and you're going to be
That's not going to happen,
demoralized and
bro.
chained up, yes, it is.
Okay, well,
Let me ask you a question.
that's maybe because people operating wrong on the traffic stop. Maybe they need to operate a little bit different.
I've been doing this right here. I've had this trifold right here for 3 years. I've sold this trifold to thousands of people, given it away to tens of thousands of people. Do you know how many videos I have of people using it? A couple dozen.
Yeah.
And I'm giving
what?
it to tens of thousands of people. I can't
Okay.
even get people to shut the front door, invoke their Fifth Amendment, have their license, registration, and proof of insurance ready to go. But now you think that you think that Jenna Weeks is going to go, you know what, officer? I have a right to travel in this country. I'm not driving. I'm traveling.
No,
This
there is
car is
no
not being
argument.
used in commerce, and you
Right.
can't take me to jail. You can't look up my ass, and you can't strip my children, and you can't impound my car. You think that that's a
Right.
reality? Do you
It
think
is.
that's a
I've
reality?
been doing 9 years, bro. I've proved it.
You've
What
been
do you
in
mean?
prison for 2 years. They looked up your ass how many times?
Bro, that was like
It's
15 years
hell.
ago.
Listen,
It's 15 years ago, but listen, I don't want to get in an arguing match with you.
no,
'Cause
no, I'm not
we're
going
not
to.
having
Dude, I got
productive
nothing but
conversation.
respect and love for you, man.
Okay, but
What I'm saying to you is, though, is telling people not to get a driver's license. I watched your videos.
Mhm.
Is the wrong way. You're gonna
Okay.
walk people into jail,
Okay.
whether I like it or not. Do I
Sure.
agree with the driver's license
Surely.
scam? I
Surely.
don't.
Surely. I could say the same thing about what you was doing 2 years ago, bro. But I don't. I don't want to do that. It's not me to judge you. Okay? What I'm here to do is present the facts. I'm not here to present my opinions. All I do on my channel is read from the books, the law. So,
And the
an
application
opinion.
of law and the theory of law are two completely different things. They are
Okay,
night and
well,
day.
okay, well, I'm living proof that I've never lost. So what do you want me to do? What else do you want me to say to you? If I never lose and
You
other
never
people
lose?
do, then what do you, I never lose. You want to know why? Because I don't have a contract with the state. They can never, ever enforce fines against me. Is it still up there on the here? Let me show you. It's right here on my we keep it up just to laugh about it.
Okay, cool. So listen, I completely disagree. And John, You think I lost my principles of liberty, principles of freedom? You must not know anything at all about me
Do you
whatsoever.
see what
But
this says? What does it say? You're driving what? You're
suspended.
driving.
Your
Okay, what
driving
is it?
privileges are suspended.
Okay,
I,
not my driver. Wait, not my driver's license. Let's read it all the way, Chili. Wait.
I can't see it very well. Can you just read it to
Okay.
us? I believe you. Just read it so we can
Your
understand it.
driving privileges, including your right to apply for those privileges, have been suspended. I don't drive. I just showed you a cop that admitted it. The first thing you played was a cop stating, hey, man, I get it. You're not driving. You're traveling. You're not in commerce.
You
But
had that
yet
happen?
You're sitting here. That was the first video you just pulled up. What are you talking
Right.
about, Chili?
So
I don't get why you're sitting here. Wait. I don't get why you're sitting here arguing with me saying, I don't believe you, Cameron, that it's about commerce when the cop just said on the record that it's about commerce. That
Okay.
was the first 60-second clip you played.
All right.
And now you want to say it's not about commerce.
I think that she does the same thing that you do. But let's
She
just
has
see
a
what
civil suit.
let's just see what happens to her.
Civil
And
suit.
they keep calling me a sovereign citizen and like.
Well, that's
even-
what it
even
is.
if you look
That's what it
up-
is.
No, it's not.
It
actually,
is.
It's not.
Chili,
And when
stop.
you look it up on the internet, it'll tell you, right?
Yeah,
but it'll,
are you
it'll
asking me to
say
stop?
it
Hold on a
every
second.
time.
Essentially,
Go ahead, Cameron. I want to give you
Okay.
your fair,
Now,
I want to
you
give you
hear
a
that?
fair shot here
You hear
because
that sovereign
I-
citizen? You hear that sovereign citizen?
no, she said that she's being accused of being a sovereign
Okay, well,
citizen.
guess what? Sovereign citizen is actually the highest type of citizen you can be in the United States. On the record, May 3rd, 1940 Joint Resolution for Citizenship Day was enacted. Okay? Within this joint resolution, it says that a sovereign citizen, or 2 million we have every year 2 million young men and women that reach the age of 21 that become the most responsible and highest of a sovereign citizen in our self-governing republic. 1940 joint resolution. I'll give you the link right now.
No, it's not that. So let's break down what you just said. In our self-governing republic. So what is a Republican government?
Well,
We live in a republic. So what's a self-governing republic mean?
meaning that we can govern ourselves. We
No,
don't need someone
That's
telling
not what
us.
it means. Not
That's
at all.
what I take it, and that's
But
what my
that's
nature is all
incorrect.
about.
That's you're misinterpreting the reading. A Republican. We can't both talk at the same time. So let me speak,
My
and then
bad.
I'll be quiet and I'll let you talk. What that means is we live in a Republican government, meaning a representative government, not Republican Democrat. That's not what a Republican government means. A Republican government means that they're going to put little bunches of people together, voting blocks, counties that we live in now, and then for each little huddle of people they put together, Topeka, Kansas has a representative. That representative is called a Republican. So that Republican representative for that group of people in Topeka, Kansas, they go to the bigger group meeting with all the other Republican governors, and they have a meeting. Those people got together and said, we the people, because the Republicans represent the people, the representative government, and they said in every single state from Alaska to Florida to Hawaii to Tennessee, they all said that you have to have a Department of Motor Vehicles, you have to have a driver's license, you have to have registration, and you have to have insurance. I didn't make that up. It's been like the way before I was born. And if in those Republican government, the people who represent us, we are the people. The people in the House, in the Senate, are the people because they represent the people. Now, they may not do the bidding of the people, but whatever they bid is in the name of the people. We are the sovereign. The sovereign means the power.
Yeah, top
If
dog.
you don't have a driver's license, you're going to jail 99 times out of 100.
No,
Who's been arrested for not having a driver's license and going to jail? Me.
I've never been arrested for
I
not
have.
having a driver's license. Okay, Chili, I've never gone to jail for having a driver's for not.
Let me give the date because I have a bunch of trolls. I went to jail in Euless, Texas, EUELESS, Euless, Texas, and I believe it's going to be in 1996 or 97, somewhere in there. You can still find my mugshot from Euless, Texas, when I was pulled over, didn't have a driver's license, and was taken to jail for not having a driver's license. I was driving my girlfriend's car. They impounded my car. I was in jail for 4 days.
Is it unconstitutional or not? If you're a constitutional scholar, what
I
is
paid
it?
the
Is it
tickets. I had no choice.
Is it unconstitutional for them to arrest you? Is it a warrantless arrest or not? What does a warrantless arrest must require? What does a warrantless arrest require
Well,
across the United States?
A warrantless arrest, probable cause. You have to have probable cause to arrest me.
Okay, no. What does a warrantless arrest entail within the definitions uniform throughout the United States? There must be a gross what? A gross what? You got this one.
I give up. Go ahead. Answer.
A gross misdemeanor.
Right. Okay, cool. And if you don't have a driver's license and you're driving a car, you're going to jail or your car's getting impounded or both.
Do you not understand how the law works, bro? When someone
I
does
understand
something illegal to you that you have remedy, do you understand how this works? When your constitutional rights are violated, we don't live in fear. We live in knowing that we are a creation of the Creator and nothing can come against us unless we harm another. We don't succumb. Listen, I'm going to tell you the best quote. This is the best one for you, Chili. You got to understand. Administration of a free man is repugnant to his freedom. You will not administer me, buddy.
It's a great theory.
You will not regulate me.
It's beautiful.
No one will tell me that a driver's license is going to ensure that I drive safe on the road. Are we correct or not? Let me ask you this. Let's do this a different way. Chili. Let me ask you this. Does a driver's license actually ensure someone is driving safely on the roads?
You're not safe. We live in a police state. You're not safe in your own house. You're never safe.
Okay.
Right now, the cops can kick down my door and attack me and beat me.
Now,
and before I can ever get any sort of remedy, I'm going to be beaten. I'm going to be chained. I'm going to be taken to a dungeon. They're going to look up my ass. They're going to abuse me. They're going to lock me in a cage for days or weeks or months even. And then I may be able to get out of that. And
now
then what's my remedy? What's my remedy?
We'll
the
get to the
already
remedy.
happened.
Wait, we'll get to
You're
the
okay
remedy.
with people looking up your ass. It doesn't affect your soul.
I'm not. No,
You're
I'm
all
not.
right with it.
No, I'm not. But I'll tell you this much.
These people are not okay with it.
I'm not okay with it either. But what I will tell you with is now I'm not going to allow take myself back to that moment to re-traumatize myself. So I'm going to laugh it off. I've learned how to control my emotional state and my mental state so that I don't go back to relive trauma. Right?
So is that what I tell Jennifer Hill? Is that what I tell Jennifer Hill? Is that what I tell Kelly? Do I say, hey, Kelly, listen, don't worry about your kids being taken away. Don't worry about them doing cavity searches. Don't worry about that. You're going to get remedy later.
Come on, man. Don't use that.
No, I mean, it's true. What are you talking about?
All right. So where I was
Am I lying? No, Cameron, I've let you go on and on and on. Am I lying?
No,
99 out of 100 people are going to fucking jail, bro. Am I lying? You might have been able to pull it off. How many people do you see actually pull it off?
Essentially, it is a sovereign citizen entity. Do you have keys to the vehicle? Can you hand me the keys?
No, I cannot.
Okay, step out of the car for me.
Watch what happens to her, Cameron. In front of her three kids.
I know, bro.
Watch what happens, kid.
I know, bro.
Get out of the car.
I agree with you, Cameron.
I know, bro.
I'm with you, dude.
I know.
If there, hold on. Let's watch this right here.
Can you unlock it?
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Step out of the car. 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 Stop. Stop. Get out of the car. Get out of the car now.
Cop claimed that she kicked him.
Get out of the Get your hands on your back. Stop. Stop. You're fine. I know she's your mom. I know she's your mom.
Your mom's fine, okay? Go back in the car. Go back in the car.
Torture cuffs.
It's okay. We're gonna come take her to the grass, and you guys.
You ready?
Okay? Step away from her.
I want you to hear one part here, though. So they drag her off, but then I want to show you something here. This is the most important part to me. So they put her in a cage. I can spare you all this bullshit here. They treat her like shit. She's crying.
3 kids in the car. They're freaking out right now. This is Officer Fager with the Edgewater Police Department. Who am I speaking with?
This is Joshua. What's going on?
Are you related? Are you husband or father of the kid?
No, don't touch me! I'm not going to touch you.
Are you able to try to respond to take the kid? She's under arrest for battery on a law enforcement officer and resisting an officer with violence.
That doesn't seem like her. I don't understand what's going on.
Okay, well, you can review the body camera footage because it was her. So do you want to respond to take the kids?
Talk to Dad.
Do you want to have a conversation?
Being a police officer is inherently
This is cops planning. Hold on one second. Let me
license anymore. You don't have to register foreign national
Okay, here it is.
citizen group to get that tag because she's one of the foreign national things, and they told her you don't need a license anymore. You don't have to register. You don't have to do all this stuff.
Ask if it's okay if Maya, their next door neighbor, picks up.
Is it okay if Maya, your next door neighbor? Yes.
Hello.
Are you Maya?
Go ahead, Cameron. So
yeah, I was gonna say just by them saying that is bias, bro. You don't understand. Hold on,
real quick here. So Dave Hart, go ahead and send me in your video where you got pulled over and you didn't have your driver's license. Go ahead and send it in. John Adams in the chat. Go ahead and show me where you took on any cop face to face. Go ahead. I got hundreds of videos where I take on cops. Show me yours. Show me yours, Dave Hart. Show me where you put yourself on video and you've taken on anybody. Show me. You badass. You're real tough in the comments. I actually take on cops. What do you? I've gotten 5 cops fired. 1 cop went to prison because of what I did. How about you?
Hey, Chili.
Where you at, bro? Show me your videos, punk ass. I want to see these guys' videos of them not having a license or registration, and then this didn't happen to them. Go ahead, sir.
11:27. Come on, bro. Let's really get to it. So what I think I can agree with you on is the aspect that this is ridiculous, right? And it's based on something meaningless, correct? Because a license in and of itself does not determine the safety of the person in which they operate on the roads.
No, listen, the rule of law is not meaningless. So listen, the rule of law is not meaningless.
What I'm saying is, does the driver's license ensure the person's driving safety? And if
no, but the rule of law must be upheld.
Yeah, for safety. I totally agree with that.
Not for safety.
If you're safe on the road,
not for safety.
What?
The rule of law must be upheld to uphold our rights. That's what the rule of law is for.
So we need to have a driver's license, is what you're saying? We need to have someone to tell us that we're competent.
So you don't get to pick and choose which law the representatives in a Republican government that you're not going to follow. That's called a sovereign citizen.
Yeah, that is. No, it's not. It's called freedom because I have the power. This is how in the Constitution it says I have unlimited power to contract, right? Well, guess what? I also have unlimited power not to contract because I can never be forced to do anything against my own free will. That would be what's called slavery. Now, what I will say is this. Traffic law reform is something that I've developed. I developed it back in September of last year. And what I developed is a petition. This petition is going to get sent out once we get to 1,000 signatures over to all of our legislators, senators, representatives. And what we're aiming for is traffic law reform to stop the injustices that are coming upon our people. Because over the past 3 years, what we've had is over 3,600 people die, bro, from traffic stops alone. Now, that's just deaths. That's not tragedies in relation to people becoming homeless because they lose their car because they didn't be able to pay for the registration tag. And they just decide we need to tow it. It doesn't need to be on the roads, even though you was driving perfectly safe. So what we've done is we've developed a petition that I would love to get your support on because I'm sure you could support traffic law reform so we quit having these travesties happen to people who have brought no harm to another, who have done no crime. Because I don't think a piece of paper status, if it's approved or not approved, determines whether someone should lose their private property. because that's a violation of due process, right? You have to have an opportunity. You have to be given an opportunity. You have to give notice. You have to have an opportunity to cure that notice. Well, people's property is just getting taken without no due process, and that's illegal in
It's
and of
not
itself.
just happening in cars. That's happening if you have cash. That's
Yeah.
happening if you have anything. They're stealing our property constantly. We're not living under the rule of law. We're living in a police state, prison state, death state. That's what we're living in. We're living in a total tyrannical government that has lost its Republican representation. It has lost the rule of law, and it's become rule of the elitists. They get a call on you. They come in,
And so
cops
that's
show
what,
up. Cops show up. There's nothing going on, but yet they come up to you and say, "We got a call about you." Well, the cops got there. They got 2 eyes and 2 ears. They can look around and see that Cameron's not doing anything wrong. They should just leave you alone and go home and go call the person back and go, "Yeah, we got the guy that you called on, but he's not doing anything. He's just sitting here." Right? So that's what it should be, right? That should be the rule of law. The Fourth Amendment is the right of the people to be secure in their person, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures, and no warrant shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, specifically describing the place or things to be searched and the person to be seized. That's what our Fourth Amendment says. That's not what we're living under. They bastardized what is reasonable on the hinges of reasonableness. We can create reasonable articulable suspicion, but you advocate for people not to have a driver's license. I think it's reckless. I think it's irresponsible. I think it's short-sighted. I think you're going to walk people into a dungeon. That's what I think you're going to do.
well,
And I think
everybody
the
has,
people whose cars are going to be
everybody has
impounded.
free
They're going to
will.
lose their children. Do you know the guy that I covered 2 weeks ago or so? He got pulled over. He didn't have a driver's license. He got arrested. He lost his kids. Now what? Now
That's
what?
his choice, bro. Everybody has a choice, man. What do you mean? All I
Do you
can
want
do
to
is
lose your
read the
kids
law.
because you don't have a driver's license?
I
You're
would
in a
never
custody.
lose
You're
my
in a
kid.
custody battle with your wife. You don't have a driver's license. You're one of these people that says I don't have a driver's license. The wife goes to court. She tells the Family Youth Services. She says, "My husband Cameron, my ex-husband Cameron, he doesn't believe he has to have a driver's license, but he wants to put our kids in his car." What does the judge say? Take the kids, give them to the mother.
Really?
That's what you're advocating for. And in the name of freedom. And then people who never stand up to anybody, don't have any videos, have never taken on a cop, never got anybody fired, never paid the price ever, are going to say, "You don't understand the principles of liberty."
And that's why we're fighting for traffic law
A
reform.
gigantic, great big fuck you to you, bro. Show me your videos of you doing shit in this world.
Well,
Right?
that's why
So
we're doing
show
traffic
me where
law.
you've done anything. Listen, I agree with you. Where I don't agree with you is telling people not to have a driver's license. It's not that I
And
don't
that's
want
okay.
that. It
But
has
we can
nothing to
bring
do
up
with
something
that.
bigger, right? Can't we come together on traffic law reform though?
Dude, we're together now, my friend. I'm not against you. I'm
Right.
for you, but I'm against you telling people
Well,
not
you,
to have a driver's license.
well, you've mentioned that about 7 times. I don't want to
Well,
fight about it. You've made your point. Are we done now with that?
It's not that. It's this right here, bro. Now
Hey,
she
man,
pulls up
Yes,
and she
I am.
has the same license plate.
listen, you're playing somebody that I don't know, nor you don't know. If you want to play somebody, you could play Luis's situation. That's like the best situation to showcase what we do on our side. So you're showing the victim side. You're not showing our side. I have a guy, his name is Luis. He just got arrested maybe 2 months ago. They were parked at a gas station on private property, had private plates. He has no driver's. Actually, he did have a driver's license. They still towed his car. Okay.
I believe you there.
So it don't matter if you have a driver's license or not. You're toting it around like that's some kind of, it matters. It doesn't matter. These cops act crazy. They
Okay,
act wild. They fabricate felony charges out of nothing.
Okay,
They
let
literally
me
conspire to
let me
kill.
respond to you there. It does too matter.
It
Because
doesn't.
had the guy who lost his kids had a driver's license, his wife wouldn't have been able to court and say, "Hey, this guy doesn't think that he has to have a driver's license." He wouldn't have lost custody of his children.
No, that's not the reason. The
The
reason that he
judge
lost
is
in
going to
court,
be on her side.
no, the reason he lost in court is because he doesn't know how to represent himself. He doesn't know how to invoke doctrines. He doesn't know how to write his own motions. He doesn't know how the process of the court goes. He doesn't know how to file appeals. He doesn't know how to file injunctive stay of relief pending appeals. He doesn't know how to apply certain principles in relation to the rules as far as 211 in relation to judicial reviews, malfeasance, any kind of prosecutorial misconduct. That's why.
Okay.
It's about people not knowing how to defend themselves. We are the highest. It's not about the judge is not going to listen. Bro, we make the judge listen because when we invoke rule, okay, let me ask you this.
You go to jail.
Okay.
You go to jail. You don't make the judge listen. The judges are cocksucking assholes in this country.
Have to. Okay, well, great, dude. We're making them listen to us. So I don't know what you got going on.
Listen to what
Maybe
Luke said here. So where are the videos?
People.
I didn't want to talk over you here. Where are the videos of people getting away with not driving with the driver's license? How many videos are there?
I have like 3 or 4 on my channel. Now,
right, but I've seen one other guy. I've seen 3 people in my lifetime. In the entire life I've been, 4 people. I saw 4 people.
Chief, what about? Okay, now I got chiefs admitting to it. What else you want me to get? I got a chief.
No, not admitting.
To it.
No. Wait. Hold on. I sell a trifold. No, let me talk about my sales here. Okay, I sell a trifold. I teach people, have your license registration, put it in your trifold, invoke your Fifth Amendment right. Then there's all these case laws that I talk about on my trifold, okay?
So
if you don't have the license, I tell them that your trifold's useless. It doesn't matter if I give you a trifold or not. If you don't have the basic documents, you're going to jail.
Okay.
Or your car's getting impounded.
Well, I have one chief from Ridgefield that admitted to the right to drive or travel.
Am I lying?
Not drive. Okay.
Am I lying, Cameron?
Okay. I have a second chief that came after him that was a female. She also admitted to it. Then I have a cop on the record that you played the video on right before I came on and started talking, that black guy, where he said, yep, you have the right. He's admitted on it. Then I also have a woman cop. Then I have a woman cop on that same Ridgefield incident state that it's all in commerce and the state is nothing but a corporation. Then I go to court and win with a motion of dismissal based on my abatement because I finally perfected it. And now I've never paid a fine ever due to my right to travel, nor have I ever been locked up. So you're putting a lot of fear out there to make people fear as though they need someone to, like the driver's license, somehow magically make someone a better driver. Driver's license doesn't matter, bro. A piece of paper with your ID on it doesn't make you a good driver. That is irrelevant.
No, but what
your
it does,
operation of your how you conduct yourself on the roads determines if you should be pulled over or not, and only then, because we live in America. Do you get that? Do you understand that? You understand that, right?
If I'm allowed to respond, I'll respond. I don't want to talk over you though, because I want to try to be respectful as I can to you, because I got nothing against you personally. Okay. But what you just said is having a driver's license doesn't matter. Full stop. Incorrect. Complete and utter full stop. I was in jail with a guy who was arrested for not having a driver's license just this year in jail. I'm sorry, 2025 now. So it was last year. He was my bunkmate right next to me. When he left jail, he gave me his blanket. His name's Juanito. He didn't have a driver's license and he went to jail. He was sitting right next to me. Furthermore, if you don't have a driver's license, I didn't interrupt you. You are going to jail.
I'm going to go to sleep, bro.
But am I wrong?
I'm going to go to sleep.
No, I mean,
I'm just teaching the rights, bro. When you say you're a constitutional scholar, bro, it's not good.
So you're not going to go to jail? I mean, don't tap out. I mean, you're tougher than that. You went to prison for 2 years. You had people look up your ass 100 times. Stay with me here. You're tough. You don't gotta tap out. I mean, listen. You sent me 40 emails. I responded. Now I said, "Come on, let's have the conversation."
I have 40 emails, and I can prove it, bro.
I don't care. You sent me 1 email. How about that? Who gives a shit? What I'm talking about is you telling people not to have a driver's license, and I think that you're going to bring people and put them in a dungeon. That's why I had you on. I read your emails. I watched your videos.
I'll just say my one last thing that's nice as possible.
You can have the last word, sir.
I hope that we can move forward on traffic law reform.
I'm with you.
I just want you to remember, bro, administration in any aspect of a free man is very repugnant to his freedom. I love you.
You're still going to go. I love you too, bro. You're still going to go to jail, though.
If I do, I got a civil suit and I'm ready to move forward. So.
All right, everybody, this is Power Inherent to the People. That's his channel if you want to subscribe. He has a lot of information about what you should or shouldn't. Love you too, man. What you should and shouldn't say if you're not going to have a driver's license. He's got some information he can share with you. So, I mean, if you're interested in doing that, then go follow his channel and subscribe and like all of his videos and watch all of his videos so you can learn what he knows. Okay?
You be good, bro.
All right, take care, Cameron. Later, brother. So it's incorrect. You're going to go to jail. You're going to go to jail. If you don't have a license, if you don't have proof of insurance, if you don't have registration, you're going to go to jail. That's it. It's very, very few people. I've seen Paul Enslaved. I've seen Tulane or Tulare X. I can't remember the exact one. I've seen Power Inherent to the People. I saw a white guy who do you guys remember this video? You remember this video that I showed you where we all thought he was going to get jerked out of the car and go to jail because he kept the window up? I mean, I would say Mikey B said it's 9 times. Let me just take a poll here. There's 310 people here across the 6 channels. Let me ask you a question. Put a 1 in the chat if you're going to go to jail. Put a 2 in the chat if you don't think you're going to go to jail. Put a 1 in the chat if you think you will be put in jail. So 1 for bars. Put a 2 in the chat if you think you won't go to jail. Just basic. You're driving down the road. You say, hey, I'm not going to have a driver's license. I don't have to. Do you think you're going to go to jail? Do you think you're going to go to jail? You have rights. Cops have duties. Where are you right now? Where you at? Where are you? I can't be a constitutional law scholar. Where are you at? Where are you at? Physically right now, where are you at? Listen, if you guys don't know, You Have Rights, Cops Have Duties was in jail. We did a fundraiser. We got him out of jail. Couple grand. Where's he at now? Where are you? Where are you? It's not funny to me. It's not like, where are you? No, where are you at? You're where you need to be to stay safe from this government. And I wish you nothing but the luck. I wish you nothing but luck. But if you don't have a license, you're going to jail. You're going to jail. Most of the people in here, 90% of the people say that you're going to go to jail. 1 times out of 99, you're going to go to jail. And just so you guys know, when I was arrested in Euless, Texas in 1997, 1998, what year was that exactly? If I think about it long enough, I can get it. But you can find my mugshot online. I'm smiling. I was wearing braces. They took me to jail for not having my driver's license on me. I have my driver's license memorized. I've had my driver's license memorized every single, and it's always so funny. It's always the people like You Have Rights, Cops Have Duties telling me how dumb I am. Really? You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that? I don't feel like I'm very dumb. I feel like I'm pretty educated. The board game that I have coming out that I've taken months and months to create is called Constitutional Law Scholar. I sell a poster with tons and tons of case law and the understanding of the prison industry on it. There it is. I sell it for $25. You get it for free with the trifold. I'll email it to you for free. I created this for the people so you would learn the case law and understand. I got nothing against Cameron, Power Inherent to the People. I don't think you should try to drive around America with and more than that. How about this? Let me do another poll here. I wish I knew how to do a poll here. How many people do not respect people who won't get a driver's license, don't respect their claim? I think it's going to be less people. Put a 1 in the chat if you don't respect people who say you have to have a driver's license. Put a 2 in the chat if you do. If you respect that, big time. I respect that you don't have to have a driver's license, right? I'm just saying. Power Inherent to the People's in the chat. I'm glad you're still here, man. I've got nothing against this man. I don't dislike him. The nightmares come for me. I can't help it. I wish it wasn't true. I wish I was like, you know what? Them looking at my ass and abusing me didn't affect me at all. Yeah. FFN, I think you got the best comment so far. You're still going to jail. It's I don't think there's ever going to be a movement in our country to get rid of driver's licenses. I think that 4 out of 5 people, even more than that, that's only 80%. I think 90%. I think 90% of people believe that you have to have a driver's license. That's what I think. That's what I think. I think 90% of people believe that you have to have a driver's license. That's what I think. And I'm going to tell you, and you can ask anybody who knows me, I have my driver's license, my registration, and my proof of insurance in the visor of my car, tucked neatly inside of my trifold. I have everything in my visor with the broccoli wad rubber band. And when that copper pulls up to me, I've got my phone rolling, and I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. You guys have seen me do it. You guys have seen me do it. Mountain mover. Tell Homeland Security you don't need a driver's license. Go get on a plane. Try to travel freely on the planes without your driver's license. You could use a passport. Mikey, where's your videos? I got a whole library of me taking on cops face to face, calling them dirty fucking pigs right to their face. Where's your videos, Mikey? I'm one of the foremost prolific First Amendment auditors in the country. In the United States of America, I'm in the top 10 of First Amendment auditors. Anybody disagree with that? Where's your videos, Mikey? Where's your shit, bro? Show me your shit. Mods, go to his channel. Show me Mikey's shit. Is that fair to say? I'm in the top 10 of First Amendment auditors in the country. Put a 1 in the chat if that's true. Put a 2 in the chat if that's not true. I just want to see. Is that true? I believe that I'm one of the 10 best auditors in the country. That's what I think. People would say, I have a friend who would say, that's putting tickets on yourself. You're building yourself up. You're being cocky. You're being arrogant. I don't think that's arrogant. I think that's true. Where's your videos, Mikey? Where are they at? John Adams, where are your videos? Where are they at? Anybody else? Mike, just so you know, so Mike said, I wish you'd learned how to move before you went to court. Yeah, me too, man. I fucked up in court for sure. But just so you know, anything you're going to do, which I'm going to continue to have court battles, you're going to lose at first. You're going to lose. If you want to learn, if you want to build tree forts, your first couple tree forts are going to suck. If you want to rebuild cars, your first few rebuilds are going to suck. If you want to fly planes, you're going to have to have someone next to you for a while because you're going to be a shitty pilot. Anything that you want to do and you want to do well, you're going to suck at it first. You're going to be horrible at it first. So did someone come up with Mikey's videos? Did someone come up with Mikey's videos? Where they at, Mikey? Where your videos at, bro? Show me how tough you are. Show me how amazing you are. I'm just wondering, bro. You can so easily sit here and say, oh, you're this, you're that, you're this. Do you know that I have summary judgment for my first arrest and then I'm going to get paid a bunch of money? Did you know that? You can look up. It's a fact. I have summary judgment against the Las Vegas Metro Police Department Officer Brendan Bork for wrongful arrest. Did you know that? For my federal civil rights lawsuit. Where's yours? Where's yours? Where's yours? I'm just saying. I mean, I got 3,000 videos of me doing it. I'm just saying. So Mikey B said Mikey Paul has 0 subscribers. Where's your videos, bro? I'm just saying. I'm just qualifying myself here, Cameron. I mean, people came in here and talked some shit about me. Hey, I can talk shit back. Where's your shit, bro? You're coming in here talking shit. Where's your shit? Where's your shit? No, you have rights. I don't care if you dislike me or not. I helped you because you were in the dungeon. You needed bailed out, and now you're in a position in life that's difficult. That's all I'm saying. It is what it is, So it's just you have to have a driver's license. I'm sorry. So now let me take Cameron's side, power inherent to the people. Do I think the driver's license is fair? No. Do I think it makes you a better driver? No. Do I think it makes you safer from the cops? Yes. Yes, I do. I think having a driver's license makes you fundamentally safer than not having a driver's license. Fundamentally safer. I think it makes your custody battle safer. I think it makes your physical person safer. I think it makes your wallet safer. I think it secures your job. I think it provides a layer of safety. I think that 90% of the people in our culture also are going to demand that you have a driver's license. Am I wrong? I think that 90% of people, when they drive without a driver's license, are going to either go to jail, have their car impounded, or both. All these people saying, oh, Chile, you've lost your principles of liberty. I've never said not to have a driver's license. I didn't lose anything. I had the exact same song since I became public. So the idea that people would sit there and say, oh, you're this, you're that. Who the fuck are you? What have you done? I've changed people's lives. I'm not being arrogant. I'm just keeping it real. I give my products to people who can't afford them for free because I believe in the rule of law, and these cases right here on this trifold are the rule of law. These are the rule of law right here. That's all I'm saying. So, and I think when you really get into it and you understand that this is what's going to happen to you. This is what's going to happen to you right here.
Step out of the car. Step out of the car. Step out of the car. Stop.
What was her crime before the cop claimed that she kicked him? What was her crime? Not having a driver's license. There it is. There it is right there. That's all I'm saying. Bill Roberts, it's the 1915 case of Hendrick versus Maryland. Let me drop it in the chat for you so you can read it yourself. Because Cameron said it's Supreme Court case law. Here's Supreme Court case law right here. This is the actual Supreme Court case law that says that each and every state right here can use the legislators to create and enact laws, code statutes, and ordinances, and make a rule of law that you have to have a driver's license. Yeah, that's what Milena is 100% correct. A state may require registration of motor vehicles, and a reasonable license fee is not unconstitutional as denial of equal protection of the laws because graduated according to the horsepower of the engine such a classification is reasonable. It says it right there. I didn't make this up. This wasn't. It's the 1915 case of Hendrick versus Maryland. I'm sorry to hear about your sister. You have rights, cops have duties. I'm sorry to hear it. People News Today, show me your videos. People News, People News Today knows that I got nothing but love and respect, and People News Today is a friend of mine. Show me the videos where you didn't use your driver's license, you didn't have a driver's license, and you didn't go to jail, and your car didn't get impounded, and they didn't look up your ass. Show me that. Show it to me. You have to have your shit put together. This trifold on indestructible paper is worthless. My trifold is worthless if you don't have your license, registration, and proof of insurance. If you have your license, registration, and proof of insurance, you can use this like a ninja. If you don't have your license, registration, and proof of insurance, throw it away. Throw it away. And I'm not trying to divide the crowd. I'm not trying to have people be mad at each other. I just don't want to. Thanks, Black Sheep. I appreciate it. I don't want people to listen to somebody who's going to tell them that they don't have to have a driver's license. You do have to have a driver's license. Ruben, I think that if she had had a driver's license, she wouldn't have been arrested. That's what I think. I think if she had had a regular license plate, she wouldn't have had her car impounded. But let's go back. Let's go back here.
On February 29th.
Well, you kicked him.
Sir, I did not kick him. He's dragging my legs, and I'm trying to pull my legs back to sit up in my seat.
You were
so
driving.
If he got kicked, it was not intentional.
You were driving a motor vehicle that is unregistered in the state of Florida, which is a misdemeanor crime, punishable by jail and fines. So you can go to jail for it.
And you are going to jail for it.
I have no problem saying I'm sorry when I'm wrong. I was wrong to call the bailiff a pig in court. I shouldn't have done it. I'm sorry I did it. I'm not sorry to the bailiff. I'm sorry to you guys that I showed you my ass. I apologize to my family, to my friends, to bringing disrespect, to the people who love and have cared about me, to every person who've ever believed in me. I'm sorry I showed my ass in court. I was wrong. I was wrong. I shouldn't have done that. I made a mistake. It was the wrong move. When I'm wrong, I have no problem saying I'm wrong. Do I think I should have had my ass looked up and I should have been put in a dungeon for 4 months? They were wrong. And the apology I'll get will be in the form of a check. So can I take away the fact that they threw me in that dungeon? King Braveheart. Putting out memberships. Thanks, King Braveheart. Love you. Right on. Tommy2274 got one. So People News Today. Let me. I wish I could do what Asmon Gold does, where he singles out a person and then they can have a conversation. He can type back and forth. So where's your videos, People News Today, of you doing this? I understand. I understand. Josh Almighty is here. Christopher Hendren is here. What's going on, Christopher Hendren? So People News Today, send me your videos of you telling the cop I don't have a driver's license, it's my right to travel, and them not arresting you and not going to jail. Send it to me. Send it to me. Show me your videos. You have rights is going to jail, but maybe he and other Soviet citizens will win money later. Jail. You have rights, cops have duties. Said, why would you say you were wrong to call him a pig? Is he your daddy who tells you how to speak? No, let me tell you why I'm wrong. Let me tell you why I was wrong. I was wrong because court is a place to hash out the legal differences that you have with the state. It is not a place to call names. Were my rights violated when the judge unlawfully violated my Fourth Amendment and had me searched by that bailiff? Yes. She was wrong. She violated my rights. Can I sue for that? Yes. Am I suing for that? Yes. Is court a place to hurl slurs? No. I wouldn't teach my kids to do that. I was wrong. Emphatically, apologetically, truthfully, I was wrong. I shouldn't have done it. It was wrong. I wouldn't teach my children to do that. I wouldn't teach my nephews. I wouldn't teach my niece. I wouldn't teach my friends. And I wouldn't teach my family to do that. And if you study theory of law, as I have, there's a man named Immanuel Kant, K-A-N-T, and he wrote something called categorical imperative. Categorical imperative is if it's okay for you to do, it's okay for everybody to do. A simple example is I eat a banana and the banana peel is biodegradable. I take the banana peel, I toss it out the window. If it's okay for me to do, it's okay for everybody to do. So we take the banana peel and everybody throws their banana peel out the window. How do the streets look? I go to court. the judge violates my rights, the bailiff enforces the violation of my rights, and I hurl a slur. If we keep that process up, we're not going to have a rule of law and the country's going to burn to the ground. We have to maintain a level of civility unless you want to go to a civil war. And in that case, I'm going to leave the country till it comes back, and I'm going to come back and lead this country based on our Bill of Rights and the Constitution, minus that disgusting racism of the 3/5 compromise. Other than that, so, I just want to be honest. Matter of fact, I'm going to be honest. Whether people like me or don't like me or not. The truth is a jagged little pill that's often hard to swallow. But if I keep to it and I keep to the truth, I will win that election. I will become the mayor. I will become the governor. I will become the president. I will become a level of power where I can affect change of policy, procedure, and protocol of these jackboot thug pig organizations. So I just want to be... I don't think that anything is going to change. Oh yeah. Ruben, was it wrong what they did to me? Yes. You always have to be the bigger person. It sucks, man. It sucks. The bailiff provoked the shit out of me. Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah. Came over, told me to sit forward. I wasn't allowed to have my leg on the bench and all this bullshit. It was wrong what happened to me. 100%. I don't know if I'm keeping up with the gifted memberships or the super chats. I apologize. Chevy, if you dropped a super chat, I didn't see it. I'm sorry. I think you did earlier and I didn't recognize it. I'm so sorry, dude. I'm so sorry. Thank you. I want to be, and I am leading the best that I can. And to prove that to you, I'm giving you my products if you can't afford them. What more can I do? You know what I'm saying? What more can I actually do? You know what I'm saying? I can only do what I can do. So I found it, this is, oh shit, I've been on here for a couple hours. I didn't plan on spending this time online, but I've been meaning to have power inherent to the people to come on. There you are, Chevy. Thanks for the super chat. I think you put one in earlier too, and I didn't say thank you for it, and I appreciate it, dude. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's just, it's Mountain Mover. Let me touch a little bit on government, which I'm going to touch more on Constitutional Law Scholar. We have a Republican government, but those representatives, it's such a let me explain something. Let me explain something to you how the Supreme Court works, which is what I really studied inside of jail really intensely. So we have a minority majority of Supreme Court justices. And what do I mean when I say we have a minority majority of Supreme Court justices? Take a look at Brett Kavanaugh. Brett Kavanaugh was confirmed by 51 senators. 51 senators to 49 senators. That's how Brett Kavanaugh was anointed to be a monarch for life on the Supreme Court. When you take a look at the 51 senators who anointed Brett Kavanaugh to be a Supreme Court justice for the rest of his life, where do those governors come from? Montana, South Dakota, from tiny little states with tiny little populations. The 49 senators who voted against Brett Kavanaugh come from where? New York, California, and you can keep going down the line. We had it so that Brett Kavanaugh was anointed to the Supreme Court when only 1/3 of this country, 1/3 of the voting bloc of this country who elected those senators in South Dakota, Kansas, Nebraska, right? Those people anointed that senator. Which senators voted against Brett Kavanaugh? The senators in New York, in New Jersey, in California, in Washington, in Texas, in the states with big, huge populations, they voted against Brett Kavanaugh. Brett Kavanaugh was anointed by a minority majority of senators. You understand that? And I have a huge graphic that I'm going to show you how that piece of shit, Brett Kavanaugh, is on the Supreme Court. A minority majority. a very small fraction of the electorate of individual people who voted for the minority senators with tiny populations in their state. And so why do we have this system where 51 senators can appoint, and if we go all the way back to the beginning to 1776, and then the ratification of the Constitution, we have our first state coming in, Delaware, 1787, and then you have New Jersey and Massachusetts and Connecticut, and these places become states, right? So you're talking about, you get your first 13 colonies that become states. So how does it happen that we then end up with the senators are going to appoint Supreme Court justices? And what is it based on? It's based on slavery and racism. I identify as a conservative and as a liberal. I identify as a conservative liberal or a liberal conservative. Our system is built and based on racism, whether I like it or not. The southern states wanted to make sure they had the same representation of the northern states, even though they were much smaller states. And so they did it to make sure that they could keep racism, that they could keep slavery. I'm going to teach this to you in Constitutional Law Scholar. So I didn't plan on going this deep tonight. I just planned on showing you guys this guy's video that got his gun pointed to his head and trying to, yeah, I mean, you know, look, it's Denell Brown, you missed a ton. You missed a ton. Go back and watch this whole thing. And Mountain Mover is in here telling some stories that I never knew about you, Mountain. I had no idea you'd been railroaded by the cops like this. You know, it's Roger Bond, my Australian friend, is here. King Braveheart. What's going on, Playboy? Ruben, what is going on? Sally Stanley is here. King Braveheart, behave yourself in the comments. Where you been, King Braveheart? Missed you, man. Thanks for coming back. Lawyer Dog is here. Nice conversation today, Lawyer Dog. Thank you, man. You know I love you, man. You know that. So, I mean, it is what it is, you know. I'm so glad Tommy got a membership gifted to him. Thanks for gifting memberships out tonight. I wanted to. Oh, is that right? The monk 636 said, I've been blacklisted for saying all wars are political murder. It's a fact. It's not like your Cope Doggy Dog was here tonight. Thanks for coming, Cope Doggy Dog. Hey, Mikey Paul, you know, you talked a lot of shit to me, but you don't do shit. So come back. Come back when you actually take a stand, pull your camera out, and at least go film someone's pullover. At least do something to fight for our rights, and don't just be like you're from the peanut gallery throwing peanuts, you know? You're going to hack me, but I've done my work, brother. So, you know, the reason why there's people here is because I've done my work. You know, Cope Doggy Dog sat next to me in that courthouse where that clown Judge Waldo was not going to respect my rights. So it's, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It is what it is. Complying Borg. Hey, Complying Borg. How you doing? I'm glad you're here. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. Yep. Gotcha. Yeah, Judge Waldo's a total clown. And from allegedly, he's created a cash for rehab system with a grant writer there. And yeah, but Mikey, you don't have any videos. And instead of, you know, being cocky and saying I'm in the top 10 of First Amendment auditors, which I think I am in the top 10 of First Amendment auditors, but I do go and film cops and take them on, and you don't. So, you know what I mean? Let me know when you do that, you know, because it's yeah, Waldo sucks big time, Founding Fathers news. So anyway, it's just, let me just tell you something. To be honest, and tell the bald-faced truth, your bald-faced truth, is hard. It's not hard to tell the truth. It's hard to tell the truth in front of thousands and thousands of people. It's hard to tell the truth when people are going to clip this little line you said and this little line you said and put those lines together and they go, look, this is who he is. And I know that. I know that's what happens. But that's what fear is, Mikey. That's what fear is. When you overcome your fears and you put your truth out there, and you know that thousands and thousands of people are going to come in here and say things that are not kind to you, that are disrespectful, that are rude, and that are mean, but you tell the truth anyway. That's what courage is, Mikey. So what I'm saying to you is, I'm glad you've been watching me for a long time, but you came in here and said some really disrespectful things. And so I just challenged you to say, put yourself out there, make a video, put your face on camera and tell the truth. And then see how it goes. See how it goes. People think that what I do, or any First Amendment auditor, anybody who puts their boots on the ground and takes on cops and says, Q, I'm not moving my feet, I'm not backing down. That's hard. Then to sit here on camera and to sit here and spout off the truth, even if you know that people are going to disagree with you, even they're going to clip you and edit you to make you look a certain way, that is hard. So that's what I'm saying. Bill Roe Birds, you know that. Well, Mikey, that's the point. That is the point, Mikey. I don't do it because of my temper for fighting for our rights. Bro, when I used to film, I would be so keyed up that my hand would be shaking. People here remember it. So it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just, yeah, Maria, I have nothing but respect for the man named Cameron Wilson, who is power inherent to the people. I do not respect his perspective on telling other people to not have a driver's license. And that's why I had the chat with him. That's why I had that talk with him. Because I wanted to tell him publicly, I completely disagree with you, and I think what you're doing is reckless and irresponsible. And I did. I told him what I thought in a respectful, kind manner without, saying this or saying that. So Momoto and Ruben are having a little battle in the chat. Remember, ultimately, we're all on the same side. I don't agree with power inherent to the people. At the same time, though, I'm on his side, if that makes any sense. Do I think the driver's license and registration thing is a scam? Yes. Do I think it's the rule of law? Yes. Have I pledged to respect the rule of law? I have. So that's where we, that's where we have a little bit of different, Now, Michael, you were talking shit to me. You were talking shit and you haven't done shit. Someone click on his channel and tell me, is that the same person? I'm sorry. If it wasn't you, Michael, I'm talking about somebody else. But talking shit, you know what I'm saying? You can talk all the shit you want to me, but tomorrow I'll put my boots on the ground and take on cops. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah. Yeah. Valerie remembers the shaking hand, and there's nothing you can do about it. So remember the deal I'm giving you guys, because I sell products to make a living. I have no shame about it. None at all whatsoever. And sometimes I sell a whole shitload of these. And sometimes I struggle. So if you want to support me and you want to support my mission and what I'm doing, and you want to support yourself and make sure you invoke your rights, have your driver's license, your registration, and your proof of insurance, and then plead the Fifth Amendment. Get my trifold on deletelaws.com with a Z. With sevenfold is in here as well. It's a little controversial, Michael B, but so like take Mikey B, for example. Mikey B and I don't agree on everything, not at all. He loves Trump. I'm really, really apprehensive about wrapping my arms around Trump and hugging him, but Mikey B loves him. I got nothing but respect for Mikey B. I love the guy. He's been my moderator for almost 3 years. I respect him. I appreciate him. Just same thing with power inherent to the people. I have nothing but love and respect for that man. He went 2 years in prison. If he was in prison for 2 years, do you know how many times they looked up his ass? Do you have any idea how many times they told him, pull down your pants, spread your butt cheeks, and look? Do you know how many times that happened to him? I was in jail for 4 months. I think I had my ass looked up. I think that they surround you with guys. So it's 4 guys behind you, and you have to take off all your clothes. And they look up, you have to bend over, spread your ass cheeks, pull up your nuts, open up your mouth, the whole thing. That happened to me in Clark County Detention Center. No exaggeration. I was there for 4 months. So I was in the hole for 5 days. So that happened regularly there, at least 5 times there. So then I went to classes. I went to substance abuse class because you get 5 days off your sentence. I had 8 classes, 8 substance abuse classes. They looked at my ass 8 times. I had 4 visits from Michael Eline. 4 times they looked up my ass. My lawyer came to visit me 5 times. 5 times they looked up my ass there. So if you're keeping track, okay. We had a cell shakedown. They looked up my ass there. I don't know. How many times is that? How many times is that? So the effects of that were that until 2 days after Thanksgiving of 2024. So I think that's the 25th or 26th. From July 11th, when I was released on July 12th, from July 12th until November 25th or 26th, I had total brain fog, complete and utter brain fog. So I've only had my brain back, or I'm the badass motherfucker I was born to be, for the past 5 weeks. For the past 5 weeks, I feel like I'm really back on my game. So, you know, people like Donnell Brown, people like Plead the Fifth, I don't know where he is, but people like Chevy, people like Cope Dog, people like Chuck. There's people in here who supported me and kept me strong. So it was hard. It was hard. And if I was going to tell you that I don't have nightmares about being strip searched, I'd be lying. I do. So does that mean I'm going to back down from my rights? I'm absolutely not. Witch on Fire, V. Boyer. There's so many. There's so many people who supported me. Bill Roberts, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Mountain Mover. Mutual respect. I mean, you have rights, cops have duties, man. Listen, you're going through it, dude. You're going through it, man. I'm not against you, dude. You know that. You're going through it. And when you're going through it, your brain gets fucked up. It does. And I think your brain right now is probably pretty messed up from what you're going through right now. Do I think it's funny? Do I want to dance on your grave and say that, you know, bad things have happened to you? Not at all. Not at all, dude. Not at all, dude. You know, Ruben and Momoto. You guys are battling, man. Stop battling each other. You're on the same side. Well, do whatever the hell you want. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Gio, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Roger Bond, good to see you. Are you guys going to keep fighting? Yeah. Oh, Ann Zimmerman's a piece of shit. She's a piece of shit. And thank you guys. There's people who supported me besides Donnell, besides Plead the Fifth, besides Chevy, besides Cope. You know, if I didn't say your name, there's people who supported me, gave me $50, $100 to pay my lawyer bills, put money on my books, on my commissary. Jessica Kerstad's not in here. Every single week she put money on my commissary. Brian from Here's the Deal, his wife Trish sent me packages, put money on my books. You know, it's just, there's so many people who help me. So, you know, you guys, I can't tell you what to do, but you guys stop fighting each other. It's not going to do us any good in the long run. Listen, go to deletelaws.com, get a trifold, get a cop card. If you can't afford it, email me. I'll email them to you for free, at least at the very minimum. So I'm going to get the flock out of here. It's 12:20 here. I'd plan on doing this for 1 hour, but I wanted to have this talk with power inherent to the people, so that love you too, Maria. Thanks for your support. All right, I'm going to get the flock out of here. April Rains, if you're in here still, you're awesome. April Rains has helped me so much, given to me so much, sent me beautiful things. I really appreciate you, April. So I haven't seen your name in here very much, but oh, there she is right there. I see you. There she is right there. Thanks, April Rains. Really appreciate you. I'm going to get the flock out of here. Thanks for coming. I'll see you guys in the next one. Mikey Beat. Later, Gators.